Welcome to another exciting day of Riverton Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. This is Kevin Shields, voice of the Riverton Wolverines. I'm joined today by Travis Gupton, our new sports director here at Wind River Radio Network. Tell the people hi, Travis.
Hey guys, thank you all so much for having me. I'm really excited for this game, Kevin.
All right, today is the start of the Taco John's Invitational here in Cheyenne. Got to give a big shout out to the folks at the Wyoming DOT as well as their city counterparts of getting those roads nice and clear so we could only be delayed one day instead of having to cancel out this tournament. So today's matchup first, a little bit different, is going to be the Riverton boys, the Riverton Wolverines, coached by Bo Sheets, facing Kelly Walsh High School, coached by Randy Roden. You are listening to the pregame Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show. And Travis will be right back with some keys to the game.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to Riverton Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. Travis, what's the matchup look like today?
Well, this is going to be one of those games that I'm really excited to get into. This is my first time getting to see Riverton in person. I've seen a couple of films on them. I'm really excited about it. One of the person that I'm really interested in seeing is Parker Paxton. He's averaging 14 points a game, which is really good for the early season. I'm looking forward to see how he plays. He's probably the biggest shooter on the team from what I've seen. I'm really excited to see him play. And for defensive side of things, one of the things that Riverton has to do is keep the ball in front of them. If they are able to do that, this should be one exciting game.
Well, one of the things I'm interested to see in this tournament as a whole is the Riverton boys, not a deep team. Let's just be honest. Riverton Wolverines are not a deep team. They really go about 6 deep. They will play 7 or 8, but really 6 is their core rotation. And we saw that affect the legs in the Bill Stranigan Classic over in Riverton. And today we've got 2 games, basically with about a 2.5, 3 hour window for the kids to get hydrated, get fueled up with some food and whatnot, but also travel across town over to Cheyenne South and play a very good South team at their home gym in front of their home crowd that I'm sure on a Friday night in January, holidays are over, it will be rocking. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens throughout this tournament as far as the legs go, as far as the gas goes. I'm going to struggle. I'm just going to be honest with the people. I'm going to struggle a little bit right at first because some of the boys got some haircuts over the Christmas holidays, and so I can't pick out guys as easily as I normally could. But we'll get through that. And what do we expect to see? What do you expect to see out of this tournament? I mean, they're coming in 3-3. Went 1-2 in Bill Stranigan the next week in a game we were logistically unable to get to, a tournament we were unable to get to. When 2-3, with their only loss being to the powerhouse #1 team in the state, Thunder Basin. So, like you said, Parker Paxton, I expect a lot of things from him. I think this game and the games for the tournament may be dictated by, is Tanner Johnson hot or is Tanner Johnson not? Because there are 2 kind of sides to that coin, and how often can they get Engel involved? So,
well, one thing I was going to say very true right there is that one of the other player that I'm looking forward to is Lucas Engel. Lucas is a center right there. As the center, he's averaging 11.7 points a game. But one of the things that I noticed in preparing for this game is that 3 Wolverines are averaging 2 steals a game, and Engels is one of them. So I feel like in this tournament, active hands can lead to fast break points because the travel is going to play a factor, especially in the second game. I'm looking forward to see how aggressive on defense the Wolverines are in this first game.
And just to tell all those listening to us here on KTAK what these boys and girls, JV girls just wrapped up, losing in the 40s to around 11. We were getting set up here, the varsity girls to follow. But they left Riverton High School right around 5 o'clock this morning. We left kind of right after them. Passed them twice because we stopped to eat. So they've been up for a while, and I know they're teenagers. I know some of our older listeners are saying they're teenagers. They can sleep on a rock and a concrete floor. But anybody who's ever tried to sleep on a bus with the heat on knows it's like a bad gas station microwave burrito. It's just hot. It's humid. It's just horrible. So we're going to see how that plays out. Probably, hopefully, more on the second game. But we'll see how that goes. And we'll be right back here in about 2 minutes here on KTAK. And we'll be coming back to the Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help, in Lander and Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Welcome back to the Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show here on KTAK. Once again, it's Kevin and Travis bringing you the Taco John's Invitational. First game for the Riverton Wolverines as they're going to be facing the Kelly Walsh Trojans, I do believe. One of the key components to a game like this and a tournament like this where legs will be a factor is definitely going to be from the charity stripe. So, Travis, how are we looking from the charity stripe so far this season?
Well, Parker Paxton and Lucas Engel, two players that we've talked about earlier in the pregame show, are leading the team in free throw percentage and free throw attempts. Parker is making 77%, while Lucas is making 47%. If they can get to the line and get some free points, that's going to pay dividends in this tournament.
Okay, we're going to take one last break here to pay some bills, and we'll be right back with your Sutherland starting lineup.
Is your resolution this This year to be healthier, you may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation.
And we're back here on KTAK. We're going to go through these Sutherland starting lineups really quickly, because they are getting ready to tip off, as you can see on your screen if you're with us on live stream. Remember, you can live stream on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page. Starters for the Sutherland starting lineup for the boys is Jason Vincent, Parker Paxton, Derek Lang, Tanner Johnson, and Lucas Engel. On the other side of the coin for Kelly Walsh is going to be Gunnar Browning, Caden Allaire, Tyler Pacquiao, Davis Crilly, and I'm missing one that I said, Zach Inyard. Okay, tip is up and gone. And it is to Riverton. Riverton's going to go left to right on your radio dial. They're going to swing it over to Vincent on the corner. Vincent's going to look to drive. He's going to stop, try and kick it over to Paxton. It's deflected over to Tanner, who then gets over to Paxton on the corner. Paxton drives, shoots. He is partially blocked, and rebound goes away to Crilly for Kelly Walsh. Let me get the scoreboard camera up there for you, if I can go ahead and find it. There we go. Kelly Walsh in their front court going right to left on your radio dial. They kick it over to Browning in the corner. Browning drives underneath, does a little stop and pop turnaround. He's no good. Rebound, though, is not going to be secured by Riverton. It's going to fall to the Trojans. Trojans reset the offense. They're on the wing. They kick it back up top. Up top, Inyard has it. He's going to swing it over to, I can't tell, with a headband on for three out of the corner, and it's good by number 13. That is Caden Allaire with the first points of the game. A quick 3-0 lead for the Kelly Walsh Trojans. Paxton brings over the timeline. He's going to swing it to the wing to Tanner Johnson. Johnson brings it back up top, hits Derek Lang. Derek Lang swings it all the way across Paxton. Back up into the wing to into Vincent. Vincent back to Tanner. He's looking for a screen from Engel. Engel gives him the screen. They switch on the screen, so he has to kick it back out to Paxton to reset the offense. Paxton takes a couple steps out, looks to drive, picks up his dribble. He's kind of stuck in no man's land, but he gets it out to Engel. Engel secures it, uses a little hook to get around his guy, and then pulls up and gets it back out to Jason Vincent up at the top with 6:06 still to play. Engel's going to get in the paint. He's going to drive. He's going to shoot. He's going to miss, but he is going to get fouled. He will be going to the line for two. That foul is going to be on number 32. That's Davis Crilly. That's going to be his first, team first of the first half. Two shots for Engel. He's going to spin it once, dribble it once, put it up, and he hits off the front iron, the left iron, the back iron, and no good.
Kevin, one of the things I'm noticing right early on is Engel is playing some hard screens, making it hard for the Trojans' defense.
Engel leaves the second shot well short. Not a good sign early on to be leaving free throws short. Kelly Walsh brings it up there at the free throw line. They're going to swing it back up top. Little dribble drive picked up early. Swing it to the wing, drive the baseline, kick it back out. They're swinging it around the horn. They're going to stop and pop for three, and they're going to be good. That's going to be Tyler Pacquiao. And if I mispronounce his name, I do apologize. 6-0, Kelly Walsh early on.
The movement by the Trojans is outstanding early on in this game.
Vincent now has it. He's looking to drive. He's like a bull in the china shop sometimes, but he stops and gets out to Tanner Johnson. Johnson's going to bring it up top. Engel thought about setting a screen, but didn't. He's now going to set he offered to set a screen, and Vincent turned him down. Paxton now up top, swings to the wing to Tanner Johnson. Johnson looking to drive the baseline. He stops, shoots a little fadeaway, up and no good. Rebound again by Davis Crilly of Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh is going to bring it across. They're going to look to extend their lead here with 4:57 to play. They're going to drive the baseline from the wing. They're going to put it up. No good. Curley can't secure the rebound for Kelly Walsh. They go to the ground, and there's going to be a jump ball. Jason Vincent showing why he's so valuable there, as he is willing to make the hard effort plays. He's not scared to get a little banged up and go to the floor. We're going to have a jump ball out for Kelly Walsh High School.
Kelly Walsh bringing in looks like an almost entirely new lineup. Number 2, 21, and 4 is what I saw coming in. It also looks like, I can't see a new center as well. It looks like number 12 and 13 are still in there, but I believe they've been in there since the beginning.
Well, we got Nichols and Shell in, but maybe 2 is a JV player or something of that nature. We don't have him on the roster. They inbound it, work it around, work it down. Nice, easy shot to take, but he does miss it a little bit hard, and Paxton brings it up, looking to break, but good defense getting back by Kelly Walsh. Tanner Johnson has it on the wing. He's being harassed by Curley. Swings it up top to Engel, who then swings it to the opposite wing to Paxton, who drives, has to pick it up, gets it out to Gabrielson, who is checked in for Riverton. Shot is up and no good by Riverton. They just cannot find a basket right now. Kelly Walsh on the break, shoots a 3. It goes off, and the rebound is picked up by number 24, who is a guy we also don't have on the varsity roster, supplied by Riverton High School. But Tanner Johnson with the ball. He's going to drive. He's going to get a block called. I think they're saying it was on the floor, though. Foul is going to be on Jaden Nichols, it looks like. Yes, it is. That's going to be the team's second. So it's going to be inbound on the baseline by Riverton.
Number 32 is checked back in for Kelly Walsh.
Paxton gets it over to Gabrielson up top, who drives but kicks it over to Tanner Johnson. Johnson back to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looks for the post for the guy whose name does escape me. He does a nice little stop and pop, but cannot find the bottom of the basket. That's about almost 5 minutes into the game, and no shot has fallen. Kelly Walsh brings it down, shoots a 3 by Davis Curley and misses. And Bo Sheets has seen enough of not being able to find the basket, wants to talk it over. And we're going to take that break with him. We'll be right back with Riverton Wolverine basketball here on KTAK.
Hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to Riverton Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. We've got 3:42 to go in the first quarter. It is 6-0 Kelly Walsh. The Wolverines, Coach Bo Sheets boys, cannot find the bottom of the basket here right now. You do wonder if some of that is just getting the cobwebs off after leaving Riverton at 5 a.m. this morning. But they're going to inbound it out of the timeout. Paxton's going to bring it into the front court. He's going to find Tanner Johnson on the wing. Tanner drives to the middle, dishes over to Engel, and we've got a foul called on the floor, of course. It's going to be on number 2, it looks like, for Kelly Walsh. Don't know who he is. Don't have a name for him on the roster provided, so we do apologize if he has family, friends, or distant relatives listening to the broadcast today. But that is his first foul. That's going to be the team third. So that's really the only bright spot so far, Travis, is Riverton has no fouls.
Yeah, that's really the only bright spot. They have not been able to buy a basket in the majority of this first quarter, and as soon as I say that,
Engel with a missed 2, almost a 3, but had his foot on the line. And we're going to get an offensive foul on Tanner Johnson there on the offensive rebound attempt. That is his first, team first. As soon as we say that, we come back. Kelly Walsh brings it over the timeline. They're going to swing it around the horn, looking and probing. A long 3-shot, and good by the guy with that bandana.
Number 15
number
right there.
15, Tyler Pacquiao. That is he's got 6 points and extends lead up to 9-0. Gabrielson now has it in the front court. He's got it on the left wing. He's going to try and feed the post to Tanner. Tanner doesn't like what he sees. He kicks it back up. Engel now has it around the free throw line. He's looking to drive. He stops from 14. He misses badly, and Kelly Walsh comes away with the rebound. Kelly Walsh not really looking Travis to really break too much, but just kind of push it a little bit.
Yeah, the Trojans are doing great with their momentum and passing ability on offense for sure.
Well, Pacquiao shows that he's human, and he misses a three-pointer there from the corner. But in the effort to get the rebound, Tanner Johnson was the last one to touch it. Excuse me, Hunter Houck was the last one to touch it, who has checked into the game. And Tanner does not have a foul. Hunter Houck does. So excuse me on that. They decided to get somewhat matching haircuts over the break from this distance. But we do have a turnover right there by Kelly Walsh. So Riverton's going to get a chance to finally knock this cast iron skillet that is somehow blocking every shot we throw up. Swung up top. They're going to take it. Gabrielson gets it. He's going to bring it up to the middle. He's going to find Jason Vincent, who's going to drive. Jason drives and puts up a shot. He misses, but is fouled. Sometimes you just got to give it to the guy who's maybe not known for scoring points, Travis, but is known for driving hard and playing hard.
And I was going to say that's probably what's going to knock that cast iron skillet off the basket is pushing the ball into the basket and getting to the free throw line. Once you see it go in, after a miss there by
Jason Vincent.
I think it's going to be just see the one go in, and then from there on it's basketball.
Tyler Pacheco Pacheco. Tyler Pacheco was called for that foul. That was the team's fourth, his first. Vincent puts up and does knock the cast iron skillet. So if you're ever wondering if you're listening to two guys originally from the South, the cast iron skillet reference should clue you in. So first points by Jason Vincent. Let's see if they can build on that. Kelly Walsh brings over in the front court, and they're setting up their half-court offense. They've got it on the wing. They find number 2. He's going to look to cross-court pass it. They try and feed the post to Crilly. He doesn't like what he sees. Finds an open guy driving from 15, but he misses. Rebound comes away to Jason Vincent. Vincent's going to get it up to Parker Paxson. Paxson's going to look for a screen from Lang. Doesn't like what he sees. Kicks it back over to Vincent. Gets over to Gabrielson. Back over to Lane down in the corner. Lane going to swing it to Engel. Engel from 17 is going to pop, and he's going to miss. So still no field goals. Taken away by number 2 for Kelly Walsh. They're looking to break. He brings over the half court. He goes behind the back. Kicks it back up to Pacheco. Pacheco kicks it out for a 3 by Gunnar Browning, and that is good.
I don't believe the Trojans have had a 2-point shot this entire quarter that they've made. That
is absolutely correct. All 12 of their points off 3 points. 3-point shots. Vincent now has it on the wing. Oh, he picked up his dribble. Probably shouldn't have, but they left him for some reason, and he gets the team's first field goal today.
That's going to be important.
12-3 right now, Kelly Walsh with 1:03 to play in the quarter. Kelly Walsh has it in the front court. They're going to swing and probe, most likely not looking for anything in the paint, but for an open three-pointer. Now they're going to drive. They're going to kick out Pacheco. Pacheco over number 2. Number 2 for 3. He's going to miss, and there's that name again, Jason Vincent with the rebound. He's going to find Gabrielson on somewhat of a break, but they pulled up. Gabrielson gets it back up to Vincent up top, who gets it to Paxson to set the offense. Lang with the screen. He did pick and roll, but Paxson decided not to throw it on the roll. They do find Lang underneath. He turns around to shoot. He misses. He's partially blocked, but that was more wrist than ball. So Lang is going to get a shot at 2 shots.
The Trojans coming out in looks like a hybrid 2-3 defense there, but swarm the ball anytime it goes down into the paint.
That is number 2's second foul, team 5th for Kelly Walsh. Laying at the free throw line. First one is put up, and it is good. That's the first points for anybody not named Vincent today for the Riverton Wolverines. He's going to get the dampness off his shoes, wipe them clean, then he's going to take about 3 dribbles, put up the second free throw. It is rims in and out, rebound by Kelly Walsh, 12-4. We're under 55 seconds to play in this quarter. Walsh brings up, they're going to drive down, they're going to stop it from 14, and that is up and good by Gunnar Browning. So that is the first 2-point shot they have of the game. Riverton inbounds, going to bring over the timeline with 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Paxson with it. And it looks to be like it's going to be a turnover, but yes, it will be as it went over off Parker Paxson. Vincent looked to cut, and Paxson was already trying to give him the ball, and turnover with 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Kelly Walsh brings over into the half court. They're looking to drive here. We're down to 6, 5. They're going to drive into the middle. Try a three-pointer as time is going to expire. And that's going to be good by Zach Enyard. So your score at the end of 1. It is all Kelly Walsh Trojans here at the Taco John's Invitational. Kelly Walsh, 17. Your Riverton Wolverines, 4. We'll be right back with second quarter action in just a few moments.
Knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back to Riverton Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. This is your voice of the Wolverine. This is your voice of the Riverton Wolverines, Kevin Shields, along with sports director Travis Gupton. And that whole first quarter, 17-4, Kelly Walsh. What much more can you say about it, Travis?
Yeah, I mean, what we talked about over that break right there was the defense for Riverton has got to find a way to stop those three-point shots. If they block or stop or do something with those 2 3-point shots, then we have a different ball game going into this quarter.
All right, Riverton's going to have the ball start. They're going left to right on the radio dial. Paxton's going to drive immediately, put up a shot, and one! He hits from 8 to 10 feet and gets the hoop and the harm. So nice way to start a quarter, don't you think?
I think Parker is going to be a key factor in this second quarter. He absolutely needs to be able to play well, and he goes and does that conventional three-point play as the score now turns to 17-7, which got to feel good for Parker to be able to get that going.
All right, after, as Travis said, the traditional three-point play, 17-7 with 7:48 to play in the half. Kelly Walsh is going to bring it over the timeline. They're going to set their offense. Of course, they are looking for that three. They're swinging it. They got it up top. Now they're going to swing it over the corner, three-pointer, and it's open, and it's no good. But I think we're going to get Lang on a push off the ball. That is exactly what it looks like. That's going to be his first foul, only team foul number 2. Unfortunately, though, it was a missed three-pointer and a chance for possibly to set up a break or at least come away and eat into this 10-point lead. Unfortunately, it's a foul against Lang, and it'll be inbound by Kelly Walsh on their baseline. They're looking. They finally get it in. Turnaround 15-footer is up and good by Caden Allaire. So that's their second two-point basket of the day, and it extends the lead to 12, 19-17. Tanner Johnson has it in the front court for Riverton. He's going to drive. He's going to kick out to Vincent, who's then going to try and drive himself. He takes it up off the backboard, and good. He had the first points for Riverton of the first quarter. He's got them in the second quarter as well.
It looks like Riverton's going to start pushing the ball and making Kelly Walsh defend him in the paint.
Kelly Walsh setting up in the half court. They're going to actually try and feed the post here. Turnaround 15-footer by Caden Allaire is off and no good. Crilly gets the rebound, kicks out for 3, which is up and good by Zach Enyard. That's going to extend the lead 22-9. Parker Paxton's going to bring up. He's going to hit Engel on the wing, on the left wing. Engel's going to look to drive, picks up his dribble, gets Vincent up top, who swings over to Tanner Johnson on the right wing. They try a very bad pass to Lang. Is a turnover by Riverton. Kelly Walsh, though, still not really looking to push the ball there, Travis, looking to play up tempo. You wonder if maybe that's part of their conditioning for playing 3 games in 2 days.
It looks like they're just content with setting up a half-court offense and then running it, and it looks like it's been working, obviously, through about the first quarter and the few minutes in the second.
Lang there with a deflection. It goes out of bounds, so it'll remain Kelly Walsh, but you always like to see the defensive effort there by Lang. We've got 3 substitutions. Number 2's coming back in for Kelly Walsh. So is Jaden Nichols, and so is Anthony Shell. And I have no doubt I'm mispronouncing that one. But Kelly Walsh is going to inbound from the far side away from us here in the rafters at East High School, historic Story Gym. Kelly Walsh feeds it down to the paint. 13 puts it up and good. That's Caden Allaire again. He's got a little knack for that 15 to 17 footer. Jason Vincent on a breakout pass, drives, misses, gets his own rebound, kicks it to Engel. Engel drives, kicks it back out to Paxson. Paxson from 15, no good, but we're going to have a foul. I think that's going to be offensive foul, though, and it is going to be an offensive foul on 45. That'd be Lucas Engel. That's going to be his first, team third of the half. Kelly Walsh is going to have the ball. Every time I say Kelly Walsh, I think of 90210 back in the day, and I'm dating myself there. But
yeah, you're on your own on that one, partner.
Kelly Walsh is going to swing it around. They're going to, nice little fake from 3, dribbles in, hits from 15. What number was that, Travis?
I did not see a number on that one. It looked like it was number.
I've got it out. It's number 13.
I see
that
number
was
13, yes.
Caden Allaire. I should be used to calling his name. Riverton's going to bring it over the front court. On the right wing, Johnson's going to hand it off to Vincent. Vincent almost loses dribble, but gains composure. Back to Johnson up top. Johnson is going to lose it, but it's going to go out of bounds off number 2 for Kelly Walsh. Substitution for Kelly Walsh here. Number 5, Gunnar Browning. You can definitely see the tactics of the two teams here. Kelly Walsh is substituting a lot. They're going a lot deeper on their bench, whereas we've only seen 7 guys for Riverton, and that's about all we've seen all season.
And that's going to play a huge factor come third or fourth quarter.
Paxton for 3. He misses from the left wing. Fought for the offensive rebound. Tanner Johnson's able to secure it. They may have some numbers here. They get it to Vincent. Vincent for 3 is good. Jason Vincent very rarely is going to shoot the 3, but boy, he drove that home. Boy, was it needed, because it is 26-12 right now, Kelly Walsh. But they then turn it over on a travel as they go over the midcourt line. Gabrielson's going to check in for Riverton. So Riverton with a chance to start maybe an offensive run here and eat into this 14-point lead, Travis.
I think it's important to get the ball into the hot hand of Vincent. Anytime he's touched it, he's done something productive with it. And, early on in this tournament, people are tired. People are a little bit, groggy. But having Vincent touch the ball, he looks like he's the offense for Riverton right now.
Well, speaking of the devil, Vincent gets on the wing. He drives. He kicks it to Engel. Engel out to Paxson, who's going to drive the baseline. He's going to put it up and miss. Vincent went for the rebound, didn't get it, but Kelly Walsh did get a hand on it and goes over out the baseline. Riverton ball. Vincent setting up to inbound it with 4:40 to go here in the half. He inbounds to Engel. Engel up just shy of the three-point line up top. Sizes up his man, looks to drive, goes all the way. He goes up. He misses the shot, but he was clubbed on the arm, so we're going to get 2 free throws from Engel. The foul is going to go against number 32, Davis Crilly. That's his second, team 6. So any more fouls will be the 1-and-1. Engel takes one dribble, puts up the free throw, and he misses. And that's something you don't expect. The all-state football player and one of the senior statesmen, along with Tanner Johnson, they got to hit their free throws.
Yeah, coming into this game, Engel 47% on the free throw line, and he's just struggling. And as soon as I say that, he makes his second of 1.
He is 1 of 4 today on free throws. Kelly Walsh is going to come along. The lead is now just doubled. It's 26-13 Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh is probing, looking for that 3. They do drive, kick it back out for 3. 3 by Allaire, and guess what?
That was over Engel, who is a
Caden
tall
Allaire
boy.
now has 9 points in the first half, 29-13. With 4:13 to play. Paxson brings over the timeline. He gets it to Vincent. Vincent sizes up his man, kicks over to Paxson. Paxson for 3, no good. Gabrielson had shot the rebound. For some reason didn't reach out and grab it and allowed Kelly Walsh to grab it. And now they are looking to break. Caden Allaire is going to stop from 15. He's going to miss one of his rare misses of the day. Paxson gets the rebound, brings it up, but he's 1-on-5 by himself. So wisely brings it back out a little bit and sets up the offense. And as soon as I say that, he turns the ball over. Kelly Walsh is going to look to break maybe a little bit. They do. They drive it down in, but now they're in no man's land underneath their basket. They kick it back out. 3-point shot is on its way and no good. Nobody put a body on Gunnar Browning, but turnover caused by Lucas Engel. Lucas Engel gets up to Gabrielson. Gabrielson's going to drive down into the paint. He's going to try and find Engel, and we get a kick ball against Kelly Walsh. With 3:21 to play in the half. It's 29-13 Kelly Walsh over your Riverton Wolverines.
Number 1 for Riverton and number 11 for Kelly Walsh has just entered the game.
Number 11, Zach Inyard for Kelly Walsh. And what was that number for Number one.
Number one.
Oh, guess what? We don't have him on the roster that we were provided either. So we will call him number one, and we do apologize. If someone knows who number one is for Riverton and wants to throw it down in those Facebook comments, if you're watching the stream, please do so. Paxton up top, he's going to swing it over to number one. I know number one's a JV player. I've seen him play a couple of times just watching him. But he's going to take it. Nice cut by Gabrielson, and it goes around the drain twice but goes down and in. First points for Gabrielson. 29-15 with just under 3 to play in the half. Kelly Walsh is going to bring it over the timeline. They're going to throw it down to the corner. They're looking and probing. You know they're looking for that 3. They bring it back up to the top of the wing. Look to dish it to the other way. Oh, nice cut by them.
There.
Blocked.
That was over, yeah.
By, lo and behold, number one, the JV kid coming in. On the break, Riverton. Good defense by Kelly Walsh. Stop it, so they have to stop. Nice pass by Gabrielson. Derek Lang and one. Derek Lang gets the hoop and the harm. So that helps. 29-17. Chance to cut it down to 11 with this free throw by Derek Lang.
It's been said that great defense leads to offense, and we're seeing it in the last 2 possessions there.
Absolutely. Derek Lang, we've got some subs, it looks like. It looks like Parker Paxton's going to get a little bit of a breather as Tanner Johnson comes back in for the Wolverines. Derek Lang takes 3 dribbles, puts that free throw up, and no good. Rebound goes to Caden Allaire. I've been saying his name a lot, and I have a feeling I will be continuing to do so. Kelly Walsh brings it up over the timeline. They look to set up their offense. A little bit of a dribble drive, but brought back out. They're swinging for 3. 3-point shot from the corner is no good. Rebound goes to Tanner Johnson as we go under 2:10 to play. Tanner Johnson brings in the front court. He's going to look to drive. He kicks it back out to Vincent. Vincent for 3. No good. Rebound by Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh is going to look to push it a little bit. Nice little pass to number 2, but he completely blew a wide-open layup, and Riverton comes away with it. Lang on the wing. He's going to kick it over to Vincent. Vincent gets it to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson's going to drive, put up an awkward shot, but up and good. That's Tanner Johnson's first 2 points of the game, and don't look now. It's down to a 10-point lead for Kelly Walsh. Walsh bringing it up with 1:36 to play in the half. They're going to swing it down to the corner where they like to shoot 3, and they're called for a travel. So turnover by Kelly Walsh, a chance to get this under 10 points. And I really say if they can get this under 10 points going into the half, that is a success based on where they started the first quarter at.
And coming into the second quarter, Riverton came out in a man defense, and later on in the quarter, it looks like the man defense is giving Kelly Walsh all kinds of problems, which is leading to turnovers, which is leading to fast break points.
Gabrielson's going to bring it up over the timeline on the inbound after the travel. He's going to find Johnson on the wing. Johnson brings it back up top, swings it over to number 1. Back to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson utilizes screen by Engel. Doesn't like what he sees and passes it to Engel. Engel almost stripped. Tanner Johnson for 3. No good. And it went up, and I guess it hit the top of the backboard. Didn't look like it did, but we're way up here in the rafters of historic Story Gymnasium. And Kelly Walsh is going to have the ball as we go under 1:05 to play on that miss by Tanner Johnson. Walsh looking to solve this man-to-man defense. They swing it around. They're going to drive into the paint. Put up and no good, but tip right back out to him. 3-pointer shot by Kelly Walsh is up and good. I can't tell a number.
Number 5.
Number 5, that is Gunnar Browning, his first points of the second quarter. So 32-19 as we go under 40 seconds to play in the first half. Riverton's going to set the offense in the half court. Tanner drives, puts it up, looking for the foul, got it, missed the shot. Helped up nicely by Zach Enner. Nice class there by Kelly Walsh players. The foul is going to be on number 2. That's going to be his 3rd, team 7th. But since it's a shooting foul, it'll be 2 shots anyway. Tanner takes 2 dribbles, puts the free throw up and good. A chance to cut this at least down to 11 with 34.4 to play in the half. Referee tosses out to Tanner Johnson. He takes 3 dribbles, puts it up, and misses off the back iron. Comes away to Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh is going to look to bring it into the front court on the left side. They're going to drive the middle, try and kick it out. Stolen by number one, yes. Who's going to try and take it all the way up, and he just misses the hoop and the harm, but he does get the block. So number 1, and I do apologize, don't have his name, is going to get a shot at 2 free throws and to get some needed points. Justin Wicks, just in the game for Kelly Walsh, is whistled for the foul. That's their team 8th. Number 1 puts it up. It hits every bit of the iron multiple times and falls off. No good. He's going to get back. He spins it once, dribbles once, puts it up, and it is good. He's got his first points of the game. Congratulations to him. Kelly Walsh brings it up with 17 seconds to go in the half. Riverton still in the man-to-man. Kelly Walsh looking to probe it, looking for that 3. You can tell they can taste it. They want that 3. Swinging along. We go under 6 seconds, 5 seconds to play. They finally look to drive. Stop and pop from 15 is no good. It's not rebound going to be fought for, but the time is going to expire. So we go to the half here at the Taco John's Invitational in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Score at the half, 32-21 in favor of the Kelly Walsh Trojans. We'll be right back with your halftime show after these important messages.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Taco John's Invitational Tournament here in Cheyenne. Welcome to the WyoToday Media halftime show. Got the stats for you. The interesting part about the stats breakdown, though, is going to be that Kelly Walsh, while they play a lot more players, they only have 4 guys who've scored, whereas the scoring's been more spread out for Riverton. But your leading scorer right now for the Riverton Wolverines is Jason Vincent with 8. Then you've got Parker Paxson, Tanner Johnson, and Derek Lang all with 3. Gabrielson's got 2, and Lucas Engel and Derek DeVries is number 1. Thank you to Courtney Shields, my wife, all the way in Georgia for texting me that, as she did the research for us. Derek DeVries, they both have 1. On the other side for Kelly Walsh, Gunnar Browning has 8. Zach Enrid has 6. Caden Allaire, who we've mentioned time and time again, is the leading scorer of the game with 12. And Tyler Pacheco, who was just on fire in the first quarter, had 0 in the second quarter, and has 6 total, and that's all of those. Team fouls in the first half. Basically, if anybody's in foul trouble, it's number 2 for Kelly Walsh. He's got 3, and Davis Crilly has 2 for the Kelly Walsh Trojans. Nobody on Riverton has more than 1, but Derek Lang, Hunter Houck, and Lucas Engel all have 1. So, Travis, what did you think of that first half, and what needs to change for Riverton to eat into this 11-point deficit as they trail Kelly Walsh 32-21?
Well, the first thing is definitely come out and just run your offense. Being down, you can't get the 11-point lead gone in one shot. So definitely just play your offense and make great passes on the offense. In the second quarter, it looked like the driving the basket with Vincent was beneficial, and it produced the most points. So I feel like that's going to be something that we see a lot more in the second half. On the defensive side, first things first, got to take away that 3. Got to be something that Riverton looks at and takes care of because they're shooting 3s, and I think it wasn't until early in the second quarter where they made a shot that was not a 3-pointer. So I feel like that's going to be something, press up higher on the key, and I think we're going to see a different defense, maybe a 3-2 coming into the second half.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, too, because the moment that man-to-man started to take away the 3 and take Pacheco completely out of the game, then came Caden Allaire. And that little 15-footer stop and pop, they're going to need somebody to really keep his feet about him because he likes to try and juke him down low and then just pop from 15, and he is excellent so far in that. Well, we're watching the girls warm up right now as they will be going second today. We've got about 4 minutes left during halftime, and we're going to be right back with you, but we've got to pay some bills, so listen to these advertisers.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to Riverton Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. Reminder that you can live stream and watch the action on WyoToday's YouTube or WyoToday's Facebook page. Give you a little bit about what's coming up. Immediately after this game, we will have Riverton Lady Wolverines basketball. They'll be facing the Lady Trojans from Kelly Walsh here at Story Gymnasium on the campus of Cheyenne East High School. And then tonight at 6:30, we will have Riverton Lady Wolverines as they face Cheyenne South at Cheyenne South. Immediately after that at 8 o'clock will be the Riverton Wolverines. So we got 4 games today of Riverton basketball. And then tomorrow at, I do believe, 3 and 4:30. I could be wrong there, or maybe 3:30 and 5. But I think 3 and 4:30 we will have more Riverton basketball. And I don't remember who they're playing tomorrow.
They will have Wheatland tomorrow.
Okay, they've got Wheatland tomorrow and then head back. So quick trip that started at 5 a.m. this morning and probably end with these boys arriving and girls arriving back on campus at, my guess, be sometime around 11 to midnight, somewhere in that range. But we are back. Halftime is over. Kelly Walsh is going to be starting off with the ball. They will be going left to right on your radio dial. Looks like the start for Riverton, at least all the starters are in. Vincent, Lang, Engel, Johnson, and Paxton. Kelly Walsh is going to inbound the ball. They've got it up top. They swing it to the right wing. They bring it up top. They're going to look to drive the free throw line. Goes to the rim, misses, but is fouled. That's either going to be on Vincent or Lang. Or 20, that is going to be on Derek Lang. That's going to be his second team first of the second half, and it's going to send Gunnar Browning to the line for 2 shots. He dribbles once, then stares at the ball, and then puts it up, and he's off the front iron, leaving it short and no good. Referee lets everybody know one more shot. It's a live one. Box out and do your thing. Gunnar is going to bounce it once. Doesn't look at it this time. Maybe that's the key. Puts it up. And nope, this time he rims it out. Almost rebounded by them, but rebound is taken away by Tanner Johnson. He brings it up on the far wing side. Hits Lang. Lang back to Johnson. Johnson's going to look to drive a little bit, but pulls it back out. Looks to get it up top to Vincent. Vincent all the way across court to Paxton, who drives the baseline. Goes up and is good. Parker Paxton with the first points of the third quarter. Cuts the lead to 9, 32-23 for Kelly Walsh. And it looks like they're in a 2-3 zone there, Travis.
Yeah, I had it backwards going into halftime. I called a 3-2. They're coming out in 2-3, so it works for them. It works for me.
All right, and they break it down. They kick it back out for 3. They don't take it, but they swing it around the horn. And Pacheco wide open, misses. And Derek Lang does not put a body on the box out, frees up Kelly Walsh for 3, and this time Gunnar Browning is able to put it up and good.
It looked like Derek Lang thought that there was someone behind him that was going to get that rebound. He looked like he boxed out, but no one was behind him.
Paxton brings up on the left side. He drives, puts up a little 2, and he is up and good. 2 quick baskets for Parker Paxton. 10-point lead, 35-25. Kelly Walsh with 6:35 to play in the third quarter. Kelly Walsh brings up on the right side of the wing. They're going to swing it. Nope, they're not going to swing it. They're going to feed the middle. Engel gets a tip and a steal. Lang throws it down to Johnson. Johnson goes up and is up and good on the fast break.
It looks like Riverton is doing exactly what I called in the second half.
35-27. Now they've converted back to a man-to-man. Vincent going to guard his man. They're going to swing for 3, and they're going to hit. And guess who? It's our old friend Tyler Pacheco for 3. The moment they went back to the man, they found him, and somebody needs to stick to him and know what chewing gum flavor he's got. Johnson on the left side of the wing. He's going to give it to Engel, get it back. Johnson kind of pump fakes 3, drives, almost gets it stolen, but winds up in Jason Vincent's hand. He goes cross court to Paxton. Paxton's going to drive, shoot from 5. He's up and good. That's 6 points already in the third quarter for Parker Paxton, who's looking to take over. 38-29 Kelly Walsh. They keep little by little eating into this lead, but the defense has got a hold. Kelly Walsh swings all the way over to the left wing, shoots for 3, and up and good. The man-to-man, the rotation just is not catching up as Zach Inyard hits a 3 right there. Paxson brings up on the left side of the wing. He's going to stop and pop from 15. He's feeling it a little bit further than the other ones, and he's off and misses. Engel can't get the rebound. Kelly Walsh comes away with it. Kelly Walsh brings it up on the left side of the wing. They're going to swing it up top, swing it all the way to the right side. Pacheco looks to drive. He kicks it out. Crilly, I do believe, for three. He's no good. Rebound is going to fall to Derek Lang. Derek Lang's going to get Tanner Johnson, who's going to bring it up and pass it to Paxson into the front court. Paxson to Vincent on the far wing. He's going to look to drive. He stops, almost gets hung up, gets an angle, who gets it out to Tanner Johnson. Johnson, a long three, no good. Lang with the offensive rebound, out to Paxson, who's up at the top of the key. Paxson over the right side of the wing for Johnson. Johnson asks for a screen from Engel and then refuses it and goes the opposite way. And he gets stopped. Imagine that. Johnson out to Paxson. Paxson going to reset the offense. He's going to look to drive. He has to kick it to Paxson. Paxson drives down, shoots from about 6. He is up and good. 41-31, 10-point lead. They just can't seemingly get away from this 10-point deficit here with 4:05 to play in the third.
It looks like Kelly Walsh is about ready to bring in a whole new group, so that's going to be a big factor coming in.
Kelly Walsh, oh, Engel with
stopped.
the block. Lane comes away with the rebound after the block. He gets it out to Engel. Engel's going to feed Paxson, who gets out to Tanner Johnson. Johnson drives the middle, tries to get to Jason Vincent. We get an offensive foul on Tanner Johnson. I do believe they're going to call him for the charge. And that is going to go on number 23. That is Tanner Johnson. That's going to be his second, team second of the second half. Excuse me. Wholesale substitutions by Kelly Walsh High. Riverton does bring in Gabrielson again, and does bring in number 1 Derek DeVries.
This is going to be a big thing for Kelly Walsh to come out with these new group.
Kelly Walsh with a whole fresh set of legs, travels right as they go. Right as he picked up his dribble and crossed the timeline, gets whistled for a travel, so a turnover there. Let's see, can Riverton eat into this 10-point lead here in the third quarter? They get it all the way up. Vincent's going to drive. Vincent's going to put it, gets nothing. Engel, instead of trying to grab the rebound, just tips it down to a Kelly Walsh player. Kelly Walsh brings it up. They're, of course, going to try and probably probe to see if they can get a 3 again. They're going to drive. Oh, he walked again. Number 2 walks yet again. He walked the first time, he walked the second time here in the third, and it's a turnover again. So a 10-point lead. You'd really like to see Engel go up with 2 hands there and try and get it and go up, as he is right now the tallest player on the floor.
Yeah, he definitely should have grabbed that and probably could have gone back up and easily got a 2-point layup right there.
Engel's going to shoot from 15. He's going to miss everything, and just the body language there. He hung the head, the arms go flat. He's just not feeling it. You don't know if it's the trip here or if it's something else, but you can tell he's really frustrated with himself there on airballing that shot. Kelly Walsh brings up. They get it over the right side of the wing, swing it down to the corner, back up to the wing and up top. Top of the key, looking to shake and bake on Engel. No, that doesn't work. Number 2 drives in. Doesn't travel this time, but kicks it out for 3. Miss. Parker Paxson goes up and gets the rebound. Paxson looking to push it just a little bit, brings it into the front court. He's going to stop from 15 and fire. He's going to be short, and the rebound's going to go to Kelly Walsh, as they had 5 guys around the rim and no Riverton Wolverines. Kelly Walsh brings it into the front court. They are perfectly content to run their half-court offense. They kick it down into the post to number 2. He tries to go up and under. Nope, he kicks it out. Open 3 shot is up and good by number 4. That's Jaden Nichols. That's his first points of the game. And the 3 comes back to bite the Wolverines yet again.
They need to be able to, Riverton does need to be able to put a body on all these 3-point shooters.
Yeah, the rotation of the defense, the help defense, they're overextending themselves and not able to get back. Engel sets a screen for Paxson. Paxson throws it over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looking. He's going to drive towards the middle. He's going to pull up, get it to Vincent. Vincent to Paxson. Paxson for 3. Bang! Parker Paxson hits the 3. Bo Sheets immediately calls a timeout. Following the 3, give his guys a breather. Like we said, wholesale changes for Kelly Walsh. Really 1-2 substitutions for Riverton. So well-timed. That is the 9th point of the third quarter for Parker Paxson. He's got 12 overall. We are with 1:45 left in the first quarter. It's 44-34. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back on KTAK.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you...
All right, we're back here on KTAK, 44-34 in the third quarter. Kelly Walsh leads the Wolverines. Kelly Walsh brings up in the front court. They go to the wing. They drive the middle. 15-footer is up and no good. Engel gets the board. Engel's going to get it over to our Derek DeVries. DeVries gets it back to Engel. Engel over to Vincent. Vincent on the wing, off the screen, almost loses it off the back of his foot, but is able to get it back. Gets it up top, Tanner Johnson, who resets the play. Tanner Johnson's going to find Jason Vincent. Vincent into Engel. Engel from 15 looks to drive, picks it up, gets it to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson drives, shoots from 15. He knew he got the contact, so he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Kelly Walsh is letting Engel take whatever he wants in the middle because he's just not proven that he's been able to make a shot so far in this game. Anytime anybody else touches it, it looks like Kelly Walsh is swarming.
All right, Tanner Johnson takes his first free throw. It's off the iron and no good. That foul was on Caden Allaire. That's his first, the team's first of the half, actually. Not a lot of fouls being called. Not a lot of fouls being committed. So nice to see the refs not making this ticky-tack game where we have a lot of stoppage. Tanner Johnson's going to shoot his second one to try and get this down to a single-digit deficit. Second one's up off the front iron and no good. Kelly Walsh pulls away. Still leads 44-34 here late in the third quarter. Kelly Walsh brings up, shoots for 3, missed, offensive rebound put up, no good, rebound again, put up, and good by Crilly. That's actually as active as he's been. That's his first points of the game. And we're under a minute to go, 46-34, Kelly Walsh. Paxson brings it up. He swings over to Tanner Johnson. Johnson circles back out, looks to maybe drive, pulls up, gets it to Paxson. Paxson at the top of the key, swings it over to
the referee.
20. Is that 24? Is that Hunter Houck?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's Hunter Houck who throws it in, like Travis just said, to the referee who was standing out of bounds. So turnover with 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kelly Walsh brings it up. They're up by 12. You really want to get a stop here to not make this start to get to be too big a deficit for the fourth. They swing it down to Crilly. Crilly going to look, spin, puts it up and in.
Riverton's going to have to come out of that 2-3 defense. It's just not working for them in this quarter.
Riverton pulls up. Tanner Johnson looks to drive. He gets double teamed. Kicks out to Gabrielson as we go under 10 seconds. Kick down to Hunter Houck. Houck going to feed Lang. Lang going to look and swing it out to
nice
Johnson
pass.
for 3. No good, and that ends the quarter. Lang was wide open right there as he got the pass, and we were running out of time, had a chance to put it up. Instead, chose to throw it out for 3. So at the end of 3, Kelly Walsh, 48. Riverton Wolverines, 34. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter.
Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. So as soon as I said that at half about Riverton was the one who had the scoring spread out and it was very compact for Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh has 5 people score. Only one person had more than 3 points. Everybody had 3 except for Davis Crilly, who had 4. And only 2 people scored that whole quarter, for Riverton, with Parker Paxson having 9, Tanner Johnson having 4. But we're back here 8 minutes to try and figure out a 14-point deficit at 48-34. Riverton up top. Johnson with the ball. He drives, and he is fouled. It's going to be on the floor, so it'll just be an inbounds. But the foul is going to go against number 5. That's Gunnar Browning. That's going to be his first. only team second, so no free throws coming for a little while. Johnson's going to inbound from the baseline to Paxson. Paxson takes it up top, picks up his dribble, looks around, gets over to Vincent on the left wing. Vincent picks up his dribble, gets over to Tanner Johnson, who's going to shoot for three. No good. And off. And number 15, Pacheco, comes away with the rebound. Now Kelly Walsh looking to drive. Good transition defense by Riverton, forced him to get in half court, but half court leads to a wide open 15-footer after a pump fake. No good. Engel doesn't even try and go up for the rebound, just lets Crilly have it. And Crilly does walk, bailing Riverton out. Really right now, I mean, I understand that, they woke up early and stuff like that. It was the first game, you expect a little bit maybe fresher legs. You don't see guys really going to the boards. A lot of weird body language going on now by Riverton. Johnson has the ball up top, and he's immediately fouled. So Tanner Johnson, so far in the fourth quarter, started single-handedly getting them to the free throw line at some point. That foul was on number 15. That's Tyler Pacheco. That's his third. That's going to be the team's third of the second half. Inbound by Johnson to Paxson. Paxson's going to get it to Vincent. Vincent up top to Johnson. Paxson going all the way underneath on cut. Gets the ball up top. Finds Vincent. Vincent's going to look to drive. Little jump stop in the post. Has to kick it out to Paxson. Paxson's got it up top. Resetting. Looks to get it to Tanner Johnson for three. No good. And that was one of our keys to the game, was could Tanner Johnson get hot? And right now they desperately need him to. Foul on the offensive rebound attempt. That foul is going to go against Riverton. Let's wait for a second, see who the official says it's against. They say it's against Derek Lang. That's his team third of the second half.
And all of a sudden, Riverton having to start with dealing with some foul trouble here.
Well, the iron skillet seemingly is back as well. They can't hit a shot. Kelly Walsh gets it up. Derek Lang with a nice little deflection. Can't complete the steal, but still a nice deflection. They've got him kind of sequestered up top, but Kelly Walsh breaks that. It's going to drive the hoop. They draw the foul. They miss the shot. The foul's going to most definitely be on Lucas Engel, I'm guessing, because he got a lot of body. That is indeed who's going to go against his second team fourth of the half, and that is going to send Caden Allaire, that name again, held scoreless in the third quarter, but it's going to send him to the line for two. First one is up and off the front iron, back iron, and no good.
One of the things that Riverton needs to get back to in this fourth quarter is they need to start driving the ball again. They've stopped going from that. They've started doing three-pointers.
Second free throw is up and good for Caden Allaire's first points of the second half. Extends the lead out to 15, 49-34. Come on, guys, we're going in the wrong direction. Wolverines bring it up. They swing it down to the wing to Lang. Lang's going to look to drive. Lang's going to kick it to Paxson on the other corner. Gets out to Tanner Johnson. Johnson to Paxson. Paxson's going to come up top. They're switching on everything as Kelly Walsh. Over to Lang. Lang's got it in the corner. He looks to feed it to Jason Vincent. Vincent is pushed from behind, so that's going to be a foul. It's going to be inbounds, but it's going to be yet another foul against Kelly Walsh. Foul is going to go against number 5. That's Gunnar Browning. That's going to be his second. Team fourth. Both teams with a 4-team foul. Still a little ways from the bonus. Inbounded by Vincent Engel, who's up around the three-point line. He kind of sizes it up, gets it over to Paxson, tries to set the screen. Paxson actually going to try and use the screen, but left way too much room for Pacheco to come over the top. Gets over to Tanner Johnson, who gets back to Engel up top. Engel looks to drive, stops, though, from 15, puts it up, misses badly just off the top, kind of halfway up the backboard, and hits no iron. Kelly Walsh on the drive. They're going to stop and pop for three. They're going to be no good. Engel comes away with the rebound, and he gets it to Paxson, who's going to bring it up here with 5:25 to play. Three-pointer by...
I'm looking for a number here, partner. Give me 1 second. Looks like number 2 right there.
Number 2? No, that wasn't number 2 for us.
That's
12. Number 12. Parker Paxson for 3. I didn't get all excited. Pacheco tries to answer. Air ball by Pacheco. So three-pointer by Parker Paxson brings it 49-37. Kelly Walsh with the ball. They're going to swing it around. Crilly is going to look to drive. He's going to kick it back out to Pacheco, who doesn't airball this one but still misses. And up, and no, they're going to say it's on the floor. Crilly went up to get the rebound. Parker, I do believe, undercut him on the box out, and they're going to say that was on the floor. That is going to be on Parker. That's his first, but team fifth. So inbound by Kelly Walsh on their baseline. They do some substituting. They bring in the aforementioned number 2. They look Anthony Shell. They bring in Jaden Nichols and can't tell the number. So almost wholesale substitutions again. So number 2 is going to set up to inbound on the baseline. He slaps the ball. They start to run the play. Good defense by Riverton. They are able to get the ball in, though, in the corner. They swing it to number 2. Oh, nice little pass. Kicked outside for Crilly. Crilly for 3. He's good. Davis Crilly hits for 3, and it's 52-37 as we go under 4:40 to play. And we've got a travel on Tanner Johnson as he came over the half-court line. So it's going to be a turnover with a 15-point deficit. Not only now is Kelly Walsh the enemy, so to speak, the clock is starting to become an enemy as well.
And when the clock starts to become an enemy, you start to rush your plays and get out of your rhythm.
Three-pointer by Kelly Walsh is missed. Tanner Johnson, is going to get the rebound. He's going to bring it up into the half court. He almost looks to drive, but pulls up, gets it to Paxson. Paxson for a long 3. No good off the front of the iron. Kelly Walsh is going to let that bounce off the iron and roll out of bounds after a long rebound. So 52-37, 15-point lead for Kelly Walsh. 41.5 seconds left to play in the game.
Kelly Walsh has this whole quarter been okay with Riverton running side to side. As long as they don't go downhill, they're fine.
Kelly Walsh gets in the front court. They're going to swing it. You expect them to not be in any hurry to do much of anything. They get number 2 on the wing. He's going to swing it. No, he's going to drive. Then he's going to swing it to Jaden Nichols. Jaden Nichols looks to drive, gets it back out to number 2. Then it gets it over to Anthony Schnell. Three-pointer by, was that Crilly again, number 32?
Yes, sir.
He's got 2 now for the game, and that brings him into double-digit scoring and makes this a 55-37-point lead. Gabrielson from the corner swings over to Vincent. Vincent tries to drive, gets it to Engel. Engel drives and gets it, the hoop and the harm.
I feel like that's going to be a huge play in the second game tonight. I feel like that seeing the ball go in is going to be something that he needs to see.
Well, he only had 1 point in the first half, and he only had 1 point through 3 quarters. So that's critical for the all-state football player. He puts that free throw up, and that is pure nothing but net. So nice to see. 55-40 with 3:36 to play. I've seen crazier things, but they've really got to start taking some chances on defense, trying to force some turnovers. Kelly Walsh feeds Crilly down in the post. Crilly looks to make a move on Engel. He's going to kick it out. They're going to kick it back over to number 12. That's Justin Wicks in the game.
Much better defense.
Stolen by Riverton. Riverton looking to push it. Who is bringing up the ball? Well, that's Derek DeVries. DeVries gets over to Paxson. Paxson's going to look. Oh, that's a foul, and they do call it. Number 12 was basically trying to hug Paxson. They're about the same size. They look kind of alike. Maybe they're long-lost brothers. So that's the foul's going to go against Justin Wicks. And that's going to be team number 5. Team foul. No, they're saying team foul number 6. So I have missed one there on my score sheet. They inbound Paxson for 3. Good by Parker Paxson.
Paxson is starting to feel it late in this fourth quarter.
55-43, down to a 12-point game. Kelly Walsh bringing it up. Paxson defending tight. Gabrielson on him. They get it nicely into the post. Unneeded pass on the last, but they have to kick it back out because of it. Wicks is going to drive. He's going to kick it over for a wide-open 3. No good. Rebound by Paxson. So fortune favoring the Bold here a little bit. Feeds to Engel in the post. He goes up and lays it up and in.
Engel's been starting to feel it too.
Don't look now. 10-point game with 2:20 and counting to go. 55-45 Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh is going to wholesale substitute, and they're also going to go with a 30-second timeout. We're going to take that quick one with them. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We're here at the Taco John's Invitational. Kelly Walsh has led the whole way. Riverton, however, the boys have whittled it down to 10 points. Now they don't have the option to get past the double digits. They either have to or the game's going to end as we're under 2:10 to play here. Kelly Walsh inbounds it. They're going to drive, a hoop and harm. You just kind of wish you could tell Paxson, you know, if you're going to foul him, grab him. Don't let him get it up there. Pacheco drove the lane, got it up, got the hoop and the harm. So that's going to be foul number 2 on Paxson, team 6. So now anytime a foul is committed by Riverton, we're going to the line. And more importantly, Pacheco has a chance to extend this lead all the way up to 13 with 2 minutes and some change left. He does do so by hitting the free throw as we have 2:04 and counting left. Paxton's going to bring it over the timeline. They got to move with a purpose and some urgency. He gets it over to Johnson. Johnson's going to look to drive. He does. He puts out. He's blocked, but they got body as well on number 11. Looks like Zach Inyard's going to draw his first foul. That's going to be team number 7, but it was a shooting foul anyway, so Tanner's got a shot to go to the free throw line. If Riverton has any chance here, he's got to hit these.
Yes, and also that was the first time in a long while that Riverton has driven the ball, and look where we got.
Tanner Johnson puts the first one up, and it is up and good. His first point of the fourth quarter. Going to have a chance to bring it down to 11. It's 58-46 currently. He dribbles the ball once, spins it in his left palm, puts it up, and it is pure. 58-47, and Riverton is now in a press. They quickly come out of it as it is beaten easily by Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh beats Gabrielson man-to-man. He's going to drive the lane. He's going to put it up and good. That is, I do believe, Gunnar Browning. Yes, it was for 2, 60-47 as we go under a minute 35 to play in the game. Paxson gets it over to Engel. Engel to Gabrielson. They try and feed the post, and I think there was some impediment there, and there's going to be a foul on Kelly Walsh. That foul is going to go against number 2. So they said he is going to look to come out because that's his 4th, although with a minute 25, maybe not overly concerned about him fouling out. But it's going to put Vincent at the line for 1-and-1. The first shot is up and good by Jason Vincent, who started out great, going gangbusters in the first half, Travis, but that's his first points of the second half.
Yeah, the impact players of the first quarter and the first half, like you mentioned, just kind of went silent.
Jason Vincent, it's the second one. It's an 11-point game as we're at a minute 26 to play. Paxton trying to stop him. He is shake and bake right out of his shoes by Pacheco. But, of course, Pacheco doesn't take it down. They're looking to milk some time, so they're just going to swing it all the way back outside, work their half-court offense, maybe take a shot, maybe not. They let drive, kick it back out. Crilly has it, and now you can definitely tell they're not really looking to score.
No.
They're looking to just milk this clock as we go under a minute to play here at Story Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Cheyenne East High School. We do have looks like it just went out of bounds on deflection by Riverton. Kelly Walsh is going to inbound it once again in no hurry. Browning going to bring it all the way out. Browning seemingly the best non-three-point shooter, and he's a heck of a three-point shooter too. He does feed Pacheco, though. Pacheco takes it up and good, and that's probably pretty much going to do it. 62-49 as we go under 40 seconds to play. Johnson brings it all the way down. He gets it stolen from him. Bad pass by Kelly Walsh that leads Gabrielson to get it stolen right back. He does a bad pass, and Pacheco takes it right back. Give a little hand to Pacheco for the effort there of not giving up and hanging his head. Kelly Walsh High brings it up. The Trojans are not going to look to do anything you wouldn't think here as we go under 17 seconds left in the game. But Johnson does get a steal. Johnson's going to look to drive the lane. He goes up and puts it up and good. So 62-51 as we're under 10 seconds, under 5 seconds to play actually. Kelly Walsh inbounds it. They're just going to hold it. They toss it to the ref. Horn sounds, and the ball game comes to an end. Your final here in the first game for the Riverton Wolverines in the Taco John's Invitational. Kelly Walsh Trojans 62, Riverton Wolverines 51. We'll be right back with your Click It or Ticket postgame show.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. Again, the Riverton Wolverines fall short in the first game of the Taco John's Invitational. Here are the scores for you, the stats for you as far as points go. Jason Vincent with 10. Parker Paxson actually had 18. Derek Lang with 3, Tanner Johnson with 11, Lucas Engel with 6, and Derek DeVries with 1. On the other side of the coin, the Kelly Walsh Trojans were led by Tyler Pacheco with 14, Caden Allaire and Gunnar Browning each with 13, Davis Crilly and Zach Inyard both with 9, and Jaden Nichols with 3. An unfortunate first game, to say the least, Travis.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely some things that need to be talked about before we go into the game tonight at South. There was some bright spots that I did see, though, later on in the game. Parker Paxton got really going in the second half. That's something you're going to look forward to into the game against South. And then Lucas Engel, you mentioned earlier in the game, his body language was just not what we were looking for. He was not confident in his shot. All of a sudden, he has 6 points after having just 1 in the first half. So I think that's going to be some things that are talked about between now and the South game this evening. Also, we talked about the drive, and we talked about the time, and talked about that constantly. Being able to kind of just sit back and relax and rest a minute is going to be huge for this Riverton Wolverines team going into the second game against South this evening.
Well, and realistically, Riverton is going to have to get some points in the paint or closer in, because as this invitational wears on, playing a doubleheader today in not too many hours. It's 1:42 right now. They're going to tip in 6. Mm-hmm. They got to find a chance to eat. Some of them, for all we know, may have some schoolwork or responsibilities they got to take care of. So they're going to have to, because legs are going to be the first thing to go, and it's going to be interesting. It's not going to get any easier. At least here, Kelly Walsh showed good team, great three-point shooting team, but there's no crowd. Virtually no crowd. 2 teams playing at someone else's gym in the middle of a school day, in the middle of a work day. So the crowd, a lot of parents were here and stuff like that, but nothing rocking and rolling. We're going to Cheyenne South tonight. We're going in to play a true away game. So you expect that will be ratcheted up at least a notch or 2. So, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting. We've got to get our second win here, though, and we're going to be right back here on KTAK, and we'll be back with your Papa Murphy's Player of the Game.
Now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time. Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Riverton Wolverines basketball versus Kelly Walsh here at the Taco John Invitational. It's now time for one of my favorite things, the Papa Murphy's Player of the Game, Travis. And here we go. It once again, I always believe, hey, it's a meritocracy. So I don't care how many times you earn it. Once again, the smallest guy on the floor, as far as stature goes, is going to walk away with it, and that is Parker Paxton. So congratulations, Parker. What did you think of his game today, Travis?
Yeah, this is my first time getting to see Parker Paxton play in person. I've heard a lot about him and his athleticism, and I got to see it in person today. One of the things that he does really well is he finds an open lane to the basket, and he gets to the basket. That's going to be something that we'll need to see, especially tonight at South. He needs to be the floor general. He needs to be the person to get onto the basket and get this team really going.
All right. Well, we're going to take one more commercial break, pay some bills, and we'll be right back with our Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show for the Lady Wolverines as they will face the Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans. Be right back here on KTAK.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Welcome back to the Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show here on KTAK. We are on the campus of Cheyenne East High School in historic Story Gymnasium for the second game of this early round part of the Taco John's Invitational. A little bit backwards today, or a little bit backwards compared to normal. The Lady Wolverines are going to be taking on the Lady Trojans of Kelly Walsh here in the second game. Reminder that we do have games at 6:30 and 8 o'clock tonight, where the girls will be playing at 6:30, which is going to give them a very tight window and very tight turnaround. And then the boys will be playing tonight at Cheyenne South as well at 8 o'clock. Couple of scores here for you from across the country. Not across the country. Why did I even say across the country? Across the state. We only have two finals here, as tournaments and invitationals are going on all across the state of Wyoming. Glen Rock girls defeat Sundance 34-25. And of a little bit closer note for those of us in Fremont County, Pine Bluff defeated St. Stephen's 62-31, doubling them up. So Riverton, coached by Coach McIntosh, is coming in here at a record of 1-5. It came up over in the Bill Stranigan, and then in the tournament the next week down in Rock Springs area, they did come away with one win to be 1-5 on the season. And if I'm not mistaken, Kelly Walsh is coming in at 4-2. Is it? Yeah, they're coming in at 4-2. So really, it comes down to this for Riverton from what we've seen so far. If they're pressed, it's going to be potentially a difficult day for them. You know that Kelly Walsh, even if they're not, we don't have really any kind of insider knowledge on Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans, but we do know that they have scouted, just like any team would, and if they have the ability to press, we may see it, Travis, at some point in time today.
Absolutely. I was just downstairs, and I was talking to one of the assistant principals downstairs, and that's something that he was talking about just now, that Kelly Walsh is going to look to press. Kelly Walsh is going to look to make sure that Riverton cannot make easy passes or anything like that.
So we're going to be right back here with your Sutherland starting lineup. Once again, you're listening to Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show on KTAK.
We're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has three components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're going to love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
And we are back here. Your Sutherland starting lineup really quickly because they're not going to announce them. For Riverton, it's going to be Fegler, Sheets, Anderson, Martinez, and Olheiser. For Kelly Walsh, it's going to be Alberts, Caruth, Alvar, Farley, and Clemens. The tip goes to Riverton, but they immediately turn it over in the corner, it looks like. I don't know what the call was, but it was not a foul, so it would just be a plain old Jane turnover. Kelly Walsh brings up. Riverton, by the way, is going to be going left to right on your radio dial, so Kelly Walsh is going to go right to left. They look to swing it up top. Walsh swings it around. They feed their postman. Post player misses, gets her own rebound, puts it up, misses again. Rebound yet again by Kelly Walsh, up and missed again. And finally, Riverton is going to come away with the rebound. Savannah Martinez getting the rebound out to Olheiser. Olheiser is going to get it over to Fegler. Fegler's going to get back to Olheiser. They're going to swing it over to Jordanelle Anderson. Anderson to Sheets. Excuse me, to Fegler. Fegler's going to feed it down and put up and no good by Anderson. Rebound goes out of bounds, but it will be off of Kelly Walsh, so it'll stay right here with the Lady Wolverines.
So far, going to need to clean up the assist and passing right here for both teams.
Inbound to Savannah Martinez for three. Air ball just went way long. But that's a good sign because that means she got strong legs right now. So we're going to look for the positive on that one. It does wind up going out of bounds and over to Kelly Walsh. So still 0-0 here with 6:55 to play in the first quarter. Really sloppily played. Kelly Walsh is going to turn it over. I'll give credit where credit is due. Clemens tried to dive out of bounds to save it. She's going to be feeling that on the knees as you could hear the skin going across the floor. But coaches love the effort, so we do too. Riverton's going to bring it up. Olheiser has it on the wing. She's going to get it up to Anderson. Anderson's going to look for Fegler. Fegler is going to drive down, put it up, and it's blocked, taken away by Walsh. Kelly Walsh. Walsh is going to be driving now. They're going to go straight down the middle. They're going to put it up and in for number 5, Logan Alvar.
Good drive by Alvar right there.
Stolen. Nope, it's going to be a jump ball. You were not here for the first game we called of the season between Sheridan and Shoshone, where we had 8,432 jump balls in that game. It was very trying to say the least. But inbound by Riverton. Riverton, beneficiary of the possession arrow. Fegler has it up top, tries to feed it down low, and they're going to get number 5, Logan Alvar, coming over the back there, and that's going to be the first team foul of the game and the first foul period of the game.
That's going to be something we're going to look for is feeding them down low to get those fouls, to get to the free throw stripe. Makes life a lot easier in scoring.
Well, they're getting close to a 5-second call, and they did get it. Fegler just could not commit to throwing it inbounds, and in her defense, a real lack of movement there of coming back to the ball to try and help her out. So Kelly Walsh is going to have the ball. Lady Trojans going to bring it up over the timeline. They're going to swing it up to the top and set the play. Screen set. Going to kick it out to number 24. Number 24 shoots a 3. No good. Rebound by Clemens. Clemens puts up no good. Rebound, offensive rebound, about number 5 of the game so far for Kelly Walsh. They kick it back out and reset the offense. They're going to drive. There should have been travel there, but no call, no whistle. They're going to swing around. They're probing the defense. They swing it over to number 1 for 3. Air ball, no good. Guess what? Clemens with a rebound. A nice save to keep it from going out of bounds. And the shot for 2 is up and good by Alberts. 4-0 early here. Kelly Walsh, Lady Trojans over your Lady Wolverines. Brought up by the Wolverines. Camden Sheets has it. She gets over to Anderson. Anderson's going to look to drive. She's going to go down to the ground. Almost could have called a travel, but I think they're going to get Kelly Walsh on a foul there. They are indeed. That's going to be on number 1. That's Riley Alberts. That's going to be Kelly Walsh's, her first, but team second. Inbounded to Sheets. Sheets get to Fegler. Fegler for 3. Bam! Fegler knocks the iron skillet off for the Lady Wolverines really early. 4-3, Kelly Walsh. Up comes the Lady Trojans. They're going to look to drive the middle, kicking it outside, almost throws away, and then does throw it away. So a nice turnover caused by the Lady Wolverines there.
The Lady Trojans bringing in number 4 and number, I saw another number, I don't see it, number 14 right now.
That'll be Chafee and somebody who we don't have. So number 14. Okay, stolen quickly as they brought over the timeline by Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh looking to drive. Number 5 takes it up and in. Logan Alvar with her third and fourth points of the game. 6-3, Lady Trojans with 4:43 to play in the first quarter. Olheiser has it on the wing. She picks up her dribble. She's got to get rid of it. She gets it to Martinez. Martinez looked at a 3, then drives, takes it inside, puts it up and good.
That's going to be something she needs to do for the rest of the game.
Savannah Martinez up and off the glass and good from inside. Down comes Kelly Walsh looking to answer. 6-5 right now, Lady Trojans over your Lady Wolverines. They're going to look to drive the paint, have to pick it up and swing it back outside. From the left wing, going to drive, put it up, no good. Martinez with a block and gets the steal all in one. They feed it all the way up to Olheiser. Olheiser stops, pops from 8, is no good. Excuse me, that wasn't Olheiser. Olheiser wound up getting the third jump ball of the day. That miss was by Jordanelle Anderson. So now instead of getting Ella Judd and her confused, I'm going to get her and Olheiser confused. We do have some substitutions here. Looks like we've got
number 1 for Riverton and number 11 for Riverton.
So it looks like Paisley Jackson's coming in today, and so is Ella Judd. Walsh brings up, shoots for 3, no good from the corner. Rebound by Paisley. Paisley has to try and save it, and it goes out of bounds. So it's going to be Kelly Walsh ball here on the baseline. 6-5, Lady Trojans lead. They inbound it, a little lob pass out to 3. Foot was on the line. She's going to miss, and Jackson's going to come away with the rebound. Jackson looking to press the issue. She brings over the timeline. Gets it over to Sheets. Sheets surveys the situation from the right corner. She gets a screen set by Judd. Comes off of it, comes up top. Swings over to Jackson. Jackson looking to drive the middle. Gets the ball stolen. It goes off her foot, and it is going to be Kelly Walsh, Lady Trojans basketball with 3:25 to play in the first quarter.
It's really interesting to see Riverton, again, first time seeing Lady Wolverines. They're very fundamental. They're slowing down the pace, and they're making those passes they need to just off the foot there going out of bounds.
All right, Kelly Walsh brings it up top. They're going to survey the situation. They're going to look to drive most likely. They do try and force it inside, but stolen away by Sheets. Sheets is going to bring it up and bring it over the timeline. Still no press out of Kelly Walsh, so that is a good sign. But a steal immediately in the half court, and there's going to be a breakaway layup. The layup is up, and it is good by number 4, it looks like. That'd be Chafee. And a quick timeout by Coach McIntosh. He's going to call a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with him. We'll be right back on KTAK.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com, we're out there.
Welcome back to Lady Wolverine basketball on KTAK. Right now, 8-5. Lady Trojans of Kelly Walsh High School lead the Riverton Lady Wolverines. We've got 2:55 to play in the first quarter. What do you think so far, Travis?
I feel like it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes for the rest of the quarter. It's going to be an important 2 minutes or so for Riverton to get some points on the board.
Well, Lady Wolverines inbounded it and immediately threw it off of Kelly Walsh's foot, but nope, they're going to say it was off the Lady Wolverines. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. Inbound by Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh for 3, no good. And we're going to get, I think, an over the back, maybe on the Lady Trojans. That foul is going to go against number 3, Peyton Caruth, who's now in the game for the Lady Trojans. Inbound, and here is that press. Inbound to Paisley Jackson. Jackson has to get Olheiser. Olheiser gets it up to Ella Judd, I do believe. Yes, Ella Judd's going to bring it up. She's going to find. Oh, she's going to give it off, and then give it right back. Paisley Jackson from inside tries to go after the backboard, misses. Rebound by the Lady Trojans. Lady Trojans looking to fast break, but they don't have numbers after good transition D by Riverton. They do work it around and get it inside, up, and hoop and harm. Peyton Caruth gets her first buckets, and she gets the chance at the traditional three-point play. Foul is against number 23. That's going to go against Savannah Martinez, her first. And that's, even though it's just one foul, that is one player that Riverton can sorely afford to have in foul trouble at any point in time.
And she is already sitting on the bench for a substitution.
And the free throw is up and good by, I do believe, Peyton Caruth is who I said. So immediately they get in the press. They don't force the turnover, but they get a deflection out of bounds. So Riverton will now inbound on the sideline. They get it into Fegler, who has just come back in. She gets over to Jackson. Jackson breaks the press. Got it number 4 wide in. They go for a layup. They kick it outside for a longer shot, and that is no good. I'll tell you what there, Travis. Fossey had her shot a wide open layup.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I was very interested to see in the tapes that I've seen for the Lady Wolverines. They had a hard time beating the press. Twice now they've been able to get to the press, just no points to show for it.
And Paisley Jackson there after the miss and the rebound by Kelly Walsh does get called for the foul. That's her first. That's the team's second. 3 fouls right now on the Lady Trojans. Trojans trying to work it inside the paint. They do get it up in there. And Caruth now all of a sudden having herself a day, gets her 4th and 5th points of the game, and they set up the press. Olheiser gets it to Fegler. Fegler back to Olheiser. Olheiser gets it over to Fossey. Fossey back to Jackson underneath. Jackson turns it over, but they're unable to secure it, and Riverton comes away with it. Olheiser has it up top, swings it the right wing to Fegler. Fegler surveying the situation, gets over to Ella Judd. Judd gets it over to Fossey. Fossey going to bring it back up top to Olheiser. Over to the wing again, over to Jackson. Jackson going to drive, get it back up top to Judd. They're looking to improve. Fegler going to run, drive, shoot. No good from 15. Gets her own rebound. Nice there. Shot by Fossey, I do believe. Can't see the number. Yes, Fossey is airballed from 15, and Kelly Walsh comes away with another rebound.
Another opportunity for second chance points there from Riverton. Just could not do anything with it.
We go under a minute. 3 by Kelly Walsh is missed. Rebound goes to Riverton. It is 13-5 as we are in the midst of about a 5-0 run. But Riverton breaks it down, goes in for the layup. Hoop and harm! Really, quite honestly, Travis, silly foul.
Yes.
By Emily Nichols. The ball was already on, and she just hacked. And she's going to send credit Fegler for staying with it. She's going to have a chance to get her 6th point of the game here in a traditional 3-point three-point opportunity, and cut this down to 13-8. So just an absolute silly foul. Team 4th, by the way, for the Lady Trojans. Fegler takes a dribble, puts it up, and misses it off to the left. Kelly Walsh comes away with the rebound. Riverton putting a little trap on after the rebound, but she's able to pass out of it, and Riverton retreats their half-court defense. Walsh looking and probing. They're going to look inside. Nope, they're going to shoot from outside, actually, and they're going to miss. Maybe they should have looked for it inside.
Yeah, Riverton is playing in it looks like a 2-3 hybrid zone right there, and which means they're daring them to come inside. They're allowing them to shoot outside. And as we can see, Kelly Walsh is not able to do anything with it.
Walsh with the turnover, so Riverton gets in. They beat the press. Jackson looking to drive. She puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Olheiser, who cannot get it up and in. And down and away comes Kelly Walsh with the ball. Lady Trojans have the lead with under 10 seconds to go, 13-7. They're swinging around. A little bit of countdown coming from a bench. Puts it up and no good. And Riverton will come away with a rebound as the first quarter ends. So after one here at Story Gymnasium on the campus of Cheyenne East High School, it is the Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans 13, the Riverton Lady Wolverines 7. We'll be right back with more coverage here on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
10.
And we're back here on KTAK, opening up the second quarter. A 2-point shot nailed by Fegler. She is the leading scorer of the game so far for Riverton, and Riverton's cut it 13-9. Back in a kind of a modified, almost like a matchup zone kind of look, or a modified zone man, almost like trying to play the 2-3 of Jim Boeheim of Syracuse. Doesn't work. Those Clemens gets in and gets her first 2 points of the game. I'm surprised they haven't used her more, Travis, as she has dominated in the paint as far as positioning goes.
Absolutely. Shot there by Riverton, unable to connect there. Riverton starts passing the ball around.
Fegler missed that 3-pointer shot, but she wound up with the ball again. She almost lost out of bounds and then a steal, but I think they're going to call a foul there. Didn't look like Jordanelle Anderson had a good possession of it, but she lost it very quickly. But she was hacked, so that's always nice to see. Foul's going to go against Logan Alvar. That's her second, and it's his team's 5th. Looking to inbound is Fegler. Fegler gets it in, gets over to Savannah Martinez. Martinez is, and we've got a whistle.
It looks like they said that she stepped out of bounds there.
Okay, she wasn't aware of her surroundings and stepped out of bounds. So there we go. Kelly Walsh has the ball. They're going to bring it up. They're going to swing it over to the far corner. Comes back up to the right wing and then to the top of the key. Swinging it over to the left wing to number 14, who we don't have a name on. Back up top. They're just surveying the situation, running their half-court offense. Drive, and a foul is going to be called on the ground. The foul on the floor. Foul is going to be against.
It looked like 23 Martinez, they called it. I'm not sure.
It's going to be up against Martinez. She's going to probably be coming out fairly quickly. We're still waiting. Oh, they're going to call it on Fegler.
Kelly Walsh passing the ball out to the top of the key.
Over to the wings, 3-pointer. I've got the coughs all of a sudden. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to get a scrum in the middle, and the end result is going to be a foul on, it looks like Jordanelle Anderson. Let's wait for him to put him on the board. It is against Jordanelle. That's her first, team 4th. And it's a shooting foul, so it's going to send number 42, McKenna Clemens, to the line. She misses the first of her 2 shots.
Riverton is having active hands, but not able to do much with it. They're getting the ball loose, but not able to get anything with it.
Clemens puts the second shot up and good. Stolen off the press. 2-pointer is up and good. I think that's by number 1. It was. So the press taking effect and instantly doubles, takes the lead from 13-9 on 5-0 run to 18-9. Again, a steal, but after they brought it over half court, so we won't give it to the press. Kelly Walsh going to shoot a 3, and it is good for number 14. We don't have her in for her name, but she is good for 3. And Coach McIntosh, seen enough, calls a timeout. For some reason, the score table has given that 3 to Riverton because it was 18-9. Now it says 18-12. That is incorrect. It is now going to be 21-9.
There we go.
Well, they've got part of it fixed now. They've got the 21 part, and there we go.
There we go.
It's 21-9 with 6:03 to play in the half, and we'll take this break with them real quick. well, come on back with us on on KTAK.
Do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
We're back here on KTAK. Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans lead the Lady Wolverines of Riverton 21-9. Here with 6:04, I think it says, or 6:05 left in the first quarter. We're up here in the rafters, and I mean, literally, if I could jump far enough, I could just hang on one of them. Riverton looking to inbound. Of course, the press leads to almost a steal, but Riverton able to get it back. Riverton looking to break it. Winds up in Sheets' hands. Sheets gets over to Olheiser, who does bring it over the timeline. Olheiser on the right wing. She gets it up to Sheets. Sheets up top. They're going to set a screen on both sides. She takes the one on the right and kicks out for three from Olheiser. Airballed it over, and Kelly Walsh comes away with a rebound and a 12-point lead. Walsh brings it over the timeline. They're looking to set up their half-court offense, which has been dangerously effective so far for the Lady Trojans.
Looked like they were going to go for a three-point shot there, faked up.
Feeds it inbounds to Clemens. Clemens puts up and misses, and it's going to go on the rebound off of Katie Farley and out of bounds, so it'll be Riverton basketball. Of course, anytime the ball goes out of bounds, a made shot, missed shot, doesn't matter. Kelly Walsh, the Lady Trojans, setting up that press that has been so good and effective. They almost got steal there. They do get a deflection out of bounds. So now, kind of even tougher sometimes against press. The Riverton is going to have to inbound from the sideline. They do get it inbounds. Really not much of a press setup at that point. Sheets has got the ball in the backcourt. She brings over the timeline going to her left. She gets over the left wing to Fossey. Fossey's going to look to drive. She's going to stop, feed it over, and a drive. Lost ball by, who lost that ball? Number 13. That'd be Haley Engstrom, seeing her first action of the night. But it was last touched by a Lady Trojan. So Riverton will keep the ball still down 12 with 5:06 left in the half.
Kelly Walsh brings in 3 new players, again bringing in fresh legs.
And you know how vital that can be for the press. Riverton inbounds, tries to feed the post, is deflected out of bounds by the Lady Trojans. So Riverton will inbound the ball once again from basically the same exact spot underneath their own basket. Looking to inbound, they do get it inbounds to, to Engstrom. Engstrom drives, goes for a layup, and she is fouled. She missed it. In fact, it went up and over the backboard completely. So a good foul if you're the Lady Trojans, as far as you didn't let her get a shot at getting that three-point play. She dribbles twice. Going to put the first free throw up, and it is well short off the front iron for Engstrom. She is looking for her first points of the game. We've got a substitution as we see.
That's number 10 right there.
Number 10 coming in?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's Fegler coming in for Gracie Olheiser. Second one, she dribbles twice, puts the second one up, and Engstrom hits all of the rim but gets it to go. And that's her first points of the game. Walsh bringing it up. The Trojans looking to drive. They drive the bucket, and they're going to get a blocking foul called. And I know that Jordanelle Anderson's going to be upset about that. She thought she should have had the charge. That's her second team. It's going to be team 5th, and it's going to send the Lady Trojans line. I know she wanted to draw the charge, but if you want to draw the charge, you better fall flat back and not just move out of the way. Good thing for the Lady Wolverines, though. First free throw is missed. Who's shooting that, Travis? You got a slightly better angle here up in the press box for a number. Of course, the ponytail's kind of getting in the way.
Yeah, the ponytail's getting in the way for sure for me. It looks like I got
all were missed, but they get their own offensive rebound, but it is missed as well. Out comes Riverton. Riverton looking to break, and that's going to be Fossey. Fossey loses control of it, though, and Alberts comes away for the Lady Trojans, brings over the timeline. Unfortunately, a missed opportunity there. Really didn't have the numbers, though.
No. And Alberts was the one shooting the free throws and on that last possession as well.
A three-pointer is going to be attempted in and out, but again, offensive rebound. It's a trend, ladies and gentlemen, and it's put back by Chafee, who is up and good. The press works this time. Nice athletic move by Clemens to get the steal. Trojans drive up and good by Chafee yet again. Quick 2 for her, and it's quickly out to a 15-point lead, 25-10 Lady Trojans.
The Riverton Lady Wolverines is starting to play Kelly Walsh's game. Kelly Walsh is wanting to run up and down the court. They're wanting to quicken the pace. That's just not Riverton's game, and it's showing right now.
Yeah, you think they might want to try and break the press and then set the half court, because the transition defense for the Lady Trojans so far has been exceptional. Inbounded, though, by a missed shot from very close in by Riverton. It was contested. Trojans coming away from it. The missed shot was by Engstrom. 15-footer by the Lady Trojans is off, and offensive rebound again, up and good. That one by Browning. Wonder if that's Aubrianne is any relation to Gunner from the boys' game. And very quickly, we're out to 27-10 lead. And Lady Wolverines look a little bit flustered right now on the floor. They look like they need to just kind of reset and regroup. It is a 17-point lead with 3:40 exactly to go in the first half. Inbound by the Wolverines. They're going to bring it up past the timeline. They're going to get over to Martinez. Martinez is going to try and get open. She makes her own shot. She misses it short from 3 from the wing, and rebound goes to the Lady Trojans. No second chance points, Travis, for the Lady Wolverines.
And also no passing as well. That was just Martinez on her own right there.
Up and missed by the Lady Trojans, but guess what? Offensive rebound again by Aubrianne Browning of the Lady Trojans, and we're up to 29-10. Lady Wolverines really need to find – it's not they're really missing a whole lot of shots. They haven't gotten a whole lot of shots to take, really. And that's going to be stolen again as they brought over the timeline, tried to drive and pass it out, and a steal again by this vicious defense that the Lady Trojans have. They were kind of coy about it, almost playing a little possum there, as they'd say where we're from. They didn't show it the first 2-3 minutes and then just clamped down.
Yeah.
And ever since. At one point in time, this was 13-8.
Right. And that's something for sure. I feel glad that I'm not a liar now talking to that assistant principal before the game.
Lady Wolverines gets a steal, and they bring it up. They are being a little patient here. Get it to Sheets. Sheets feeds it over to Fegler. Fegler in the right-hand corner, going left to right on the radio dial. She gets it to a wide-open number 13 who puts it up, and she's going to get it. Oh, yes! Hoop and harm for Haley Engstrom. She gets the basket. Ladies and gentlemen, it hit every single bit of that rim and finally fell. So this is going to be the first points in a while. We're up to about a 15-0 run for Kelly Walsh until that basket by Haley Engstrom, and she's going to get a chance to convert it for the traditional three-point play. Referee gives her the ball. She takes 3 dribbles, puts it up, and should be a lane violation against Kelly Walsh. They don't call it, but it's up and good anyway. It was kind of funny there. You saw her using all her might, almost wings, trying to flap herself from falling into the lane. Kelly Walsh brings it down. They're going to drive the paint, which we kind of predicted they would do. They're going to put up a little 10-footer up and good by Peyton Caruth. That's 6 different people have scored for, 6 different ladies have scored for the Lady Trojans. Riverton pulls it up. Ella Judd with a shot. She misses. Rebound by Jackson. Jackson immediately puts it up, misses, and it's taken away. Nope, it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Whoa. And they're going to say, even though it was thrown out of bounds by the Lady Trojans, that it is Lady Trojan basketball. So someone must have gotten a piece of it.
It did look like Riverton tipped that ball out of bounds.
So far, there have been 6 Lady Trojans who have scored in the second quarter. 4 Lady Wolverines have scored all game. So it's definitely a case of points in bunches. 31-13 right now. And we're going to get an offensive foul here called against the Trojans as they were trying to set up their half-court offense. So 31-13, it's an 18-point game with 1:42 left in the first half. No press being put on by the Lady Trojans. Oh, now they do put up a little token pressure as Jackson's going to bring it up. She's going to bring it over the timeline. Paisley Jackson almost got called for a palming too, but was able to keep control of it. Screen set by Martinez, gets it to Martinez. She thought about 3. She thought about it again. She shoots it anyway. She was way too contested there, and it goes off of Fegler, I do believe, and out of bounds after the air ball miss. Don't mind her making her own shot, but that was highly contested there, Travis.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm going to be interested to I got to imagine that the Lady Trojans have double the assist rate to the Lady Wolverines, and that's why they have the lead that they have.
Quick steal by Ella Judd, gets it over to number 13, Haley Engstrom. Engstrom brings it up, swings it to Fegler. Fegler for three, air balls that, but Jackson, Johnny on the spot there to get the rebound, gets to Martinez. They
Good
feed
pass.
it down low to Engstrom, and she's going to get another hoop and arm opportunity.
Great pass by Martinez there, finding
Haley Engstrom
in the middle. Thank you, Kevin. In the middle for an wide open shot.
So Engstrom quickly with 6 points in this quarter and leading scorer for the game for the Lady Wolverines. And she's going to get a chance to cut this lead to less than 100% since right now it's doubled. She gets it, dribbles twice, puts it up, and good. So 7 points for Haley Engstrom, a game for her today, 31-16. Lady Trojans, a little bit of a press shown by the Wolverines, not too much, not overextending by Ella Judd. It's passed over into the corner. The Lady Trojans are going to probe, and you almost expect they're going to go. Nope, they're going to shoot a three. So I was going to say the wrong thing, but again, Clemens, that was up and down. They did call it Clemens with a nice offensive rebound, but she jump stopped twice and then tried to go up for the shot. So up and down travel on her with 35.4 seconds left. Lady Wolverine's going to have a chance to eat into this lead, and almost on command there, the Lady Trojans, almost sensing that, immediately go back to their full court press. Not one to get, but easily broken by the Lady Wolverines. Brought down, nice pass, up and good. Nice little passing game. Jordanelle Anderson gets her first 2 points of the game. 31-18 as we go under 26 seconds to play. Oh, don't leave her open. They swing it over. Three-pointer by Kelly Walsh is up and good. No good, excuse me. Rebound by Riverton. Riverton with a chance to really cut into this lead now. Brought up, Fegler with it over in the corner as we go under 10 seconds to play. She tries to feed it down to Jordanelle Anderson, who is fouled. And guess what? That is going to be the 10th team foul on I've been remiss on my stat keeping here on them. So they're going to get two shots here. Jordanelle Anderson, the first one, is up and good.
Definitely much more improved on that press on the second go, on the last of the possession, able to break it easily and get to the line.
So just like that, we went from a big-time deficit down to the second one is up and off the front rim, no good. We've got under 7 seconds, 6, 5. Walsh bringing it down. They're going to try and lay it up. They're going to miss. Clemens gets a rebound. She gets it off, and it's good as the horn sounds. So Clemens kind of put a little damper on that at the very end. But a nice little turn of events to get it at least a little more respectable and a little more workable. Here we go to half here at Story Gymnasium. The Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans lead 33-19 over the Riverton Lady Wolverines. We'll be right back with the WyoToday Media halftime show.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to the WyoToday Media halftime show on KTAK. Give you a little bit of the scoring stats. Not a lot of people scoring, not a lot of girls scoring points for the Lady Wolverines so far today. Fegler has 7. She is tied for leading scorer with Haley Engstrom with 7, Jordanelle Anderson with 3, and Savannah Martinez only with 2. If the Lady Wolverines are going to win this game, that is going to have to change. Savannah Martinez is going to have to score. That's not to say the other players aren't playing really well, but to win ball games, your best players have to be your best players.
Absolutely, and Kelly Walsh is making sure that if anybody is going to beat them, it is not going to be Martinez.
All right, and as far as on the Kelly Walsh sideline going, they've got – let's see here. Their leading scorer, they are completely spread out here, is Elena Chafee. She's got 6. Excuse me, Peyton Caruth has 7. Elena Chafee has 6. McKenna Clemens has 5. Aubrey Ann Browning has 4. Riley Alberts has 4. And number 14, the mysterious one that we don't have on a roster, has 3. So right now on your WyoToday Media halftime show, it is 33-19. Lady Trojans leading your Riverton Lady Wolverines. We're going to take a few minutes and pay some bills, and we'll be right back on KTAK.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back to the WyoToday Media halftime show here on KTAK. So, Travis, what do you think about that first half?
Well, first thing that needs to happen with Riverton is they need to figure out a way to score when they break the press. They were able to break the press several times in the first half, but didn't really show much points for it. And honestly, that's a big deal that needs to be addressed in the second half. Also, we talked about it a little bit. Martinez needs to have more than 2 points in the half. If they're going to win this game, Martinez needs to really show up in the second half. And I really don't know if I had to think about it, find out a way to get her open. She was creating her own shots, and one thing that needs to happen is the ball needs to start moving a little bit more. It needs to move more. It needs to move quicker. You should be holding the ball no more than 2-3 seconds, and then they should be gone. If Riverton can get the ball moving, I think that they could find some easy baskets and cut into this lead in the second half.
All right, yes, excellent. We've got about a minute left on halftime. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with the second half of the Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans versus your Riverton Lady Wolverines.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
And we're back here on KTAK with coverage.
Too much popcorn for him in this over halftime. Kelly Walsh going to take the inbound and start on going. Looks for a press, kicks out there to number 24. It looks like over to number 4 with a 3, a little bit short, and taken by Riverton.
Riverton falls to the floor though immediately, and they're going to whistle the foul. No, I just tried to talk. Here's a little public service announcement for all the broadcasters at home: swallow before you speak. Inbounded by Riverton, they break the press again. Well, no, they don't. They had it broken, and unfortunately, Camden Sheets couldn't keep control of the ball, and it went out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover caused by the press. 33-19 as we start the second half. The Riverton Lady Wolverines are going right to left on your radio dial, but Kelly Walsh is going left to right, and they have the ball. Kelly Walsh swinging around the outside, looking to drive the paint. They do from 8 feet. They're going to be up and no good. Offensive rebound again, and that's going to be a foul against Olheiser, I do believe, as the rebound was taken by Clemens and put up but missed, but she is going to go to the line for 2. That foul is against Gracie Olheiser. That's going to be her first. Clemens takes a dribble, puts it, no arc on the shot at all, just basically like threw it at the bucket, but it went up and good to start the scoring of the second half. Clemens is going to get a second one. This one, no arc at all, and it almost went under the basket. So offensive rebound, however, they go to the floor, and it's a travel call against the Lady Trojans. So Riverton will have the ball here with 7:26 to play in the third quarter. The press is being set up. Olheiser gets into Fegler, back to Olheiser. Olheiser going to try and break it with the dribble. She is at the timeline, and she does get it across, but she picks up her dribble immediately, has to throw it over to the right wing to Fegler. Screen set, but Fegler goes the opposite direction, but had it wide open. She is hacked from behind. She misses the shot, but that was because of the aforementioned hacking. And she's going to go to the line here for 2 shots to try and get Riverton in the scoring column for the second half. Fegler dribbles it twice, puts the first one up, and it is absolutely pure. Nothing but nylon on that one. 34-20, chance to get this down to a 13-point lead, and it's been a while since it's been a 13-point lead.
Absolutely, and number 15 for Kelly Walsh has entered the game off that first free throw.
Missed and rebounded by Kelly Walsh. Just no offensive rebounds being garnered at all by Riverton today. Walsh brings up, swings it over to the right wing. They're going to probe a little, look to drive, going to kick back out to the wing, take it. 15-foot shot from the left wing is up and no good. Clemens tries to get the rebound, but Martinez boxes her out effectively and brings it up the floor. They're just going to let Martinez take the ball all the way down to 15 feet and finally realize that's the best shooter on the team. Let's defend her. Olheiser's going to drive, try and put it up. She is fouled as well. So that's kind of nice.
The Lady Wolverines absolutely, they're pressing the pace. They're getting to the basket, and now they're getting to the line. And when the clock is stopped, you can cut into this lead a lot better.
That is the third team foul on Kelly Walsh. The first free throw is up, and I do believe it was good.
Yes, sir, it was.
So that is the second point of the day, second half for them. And Olheiser puts it up and is good again. So quickly, by the way, Peyton Caruth for the Lady Trojans is in foul trouble. She has 3, 34-22, 12-point game here in the third quarter. Walsh brings up, going to that right wing again. They're going to look to bring it to the left, swing it down towards the corner or the far left wing. Going to look to drive it to the middle. That's basically what they're trying to do mostly is drive. And it's been effective. Missed from about 12, but rebounded by Walsh again. Those offensive rebounds absolutely killing Riverton right now. They get it to Clemens, who's going to look dry. Almost stolen there by Fegler, but it is maintained by the Lady Trojans. They're going to look to just swing it around and bring it to the wing, try and dribble up top, back to the wing. Going to drive the middle. A little 12-footer is up and good by number 4, Chafee.
And a timeout by Kelly Walsh. But Kevin, the Lady Trojans, they're in no hurry whatsoever to get into that offense. They are waiting for the best shot, and they're waiting for the best opportunity to get the points.
Absolutely. They're being methodical. They are probing, looking to go from wing down the middle on the drives. And if nothing's there, they have no qualm with bringing it right back out and resetting it. One of the hot buttons in high school basketball across the country right now, with even LeBron James weighing in the other night on the difference between where he grew up in Ohio and California, is the shot clock. Mm-hmm. Do we bring the shot clock? So I'm kind of interested. So all of y'all who are watching the stream on Facebook, please leave your comments. Would you want to see a shot clock in high school? I do understand that it would quicken some games, but there's issues about it. So just please give us your opinions. We'll take a look at them here. Maybe read some of them on air next Friday night when we've got Riverton at home at a unique time. So those of you who want to come see Riverton's first regular season home game, reminder that next Friday night the girls game starts at 4:30 and the boys game starts at 6. All right, we're out of the timeout. Riverton's going to bring the ball up, going right to left on your radio dial. Up top, looks like, I'm trying to see a number. Yes, Camden Sheets has it. She swings over to the right wing to Fegler. Fegler's going to look to drive again. She pulls up, tries to pass it. Not well intended, but it's going to go off Kelly Walsh defender there. Realistically, she probably should have taken the shot there.
Yeah, Kelly Walsh coming out in looks like a unique man, and she had the shot there for sure. She should have taken it.
Inbounded, Savannah Martinez got away with a little travel. She changed her pivot foot. They get over to Fegler. Fegler drives. This time she shouldn't have taken it, and it is rejected. Walsh on the break. They're going to pass it out. Drive, shot from about 13 actually, is up and good. Who shot that?
I did not see a number on that, Kevin. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, we don't know, so I'm going to take a wild guess here. A lot of ponytails out on the Walsh side of things right now. Long ones as well. Allheiser has it on the wing. She's going to swing up to Camden Sheets, who gets over to Fegler. Fegler back up to Sheets. Sheets all the way back down to Allheiser. Allheiser back up to Sheets. Sheets back to Allheiser. Martinez with the screen. Allheiser, though, skips it to Fegler, who gets it back to Sheets. Sheets is going to drive. Shoots a really awkward-looking shot from long distance. She might have felt she got fouled there, but she aired it out, and it'll be a turnover. It is 38-22. Lady Trojans. So we're back out to a 16-point lead. Actually, no, they're now going to, the refs got together, changed their mind. It's going to be out on, and so they're going to say it was partially blocked, and it's going to be Riverton ball. Fegler gets it inbound to Sheets. Sheets feeds Fegler down underneath. Allheiser underneath, misses from point-blank range. Probably should have squared up, but she put it up and missed just barely. Walsh, they did look to break, but now here they slow it up and go methodical. They go to Clemens underneath, turns, misses. Martinez with the rebound. They're going to get, I do believe, they're going to call a jump ball. I thought they signaled a foul. They did indeed signal a foul. It's going to go against number 15. No, it's not going against 15 because she already has one. That is going against 15. It's going to be number 2. So that is the 14 foul on Kelly Walsh, and that's going to go against Aubrey Ann Browning. So Riverton's going to inbound it. No press here with the lead being 16 and under 4:30 to play in the third quarter. Fegler brings up, feeds Allheiser. Allheiser drives to the corner, kicks it back out to Engstrom. Engstrom over to Fegler. Fegler to Martinez. Martinez skips across to Allheiser. Allheiser for 3, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Allheiser. And it will be Kelly Walsh basketball here with a 16-point lead. Walsh inbounds. They're in no hurry to bring it across the timeline. They just leisurely bring it up. Now they drive the middle. Oh, tipped away by Fegler, and Engstrom comes away with the ball. Nice steal there, started by Fegler. Allheiser brings it up, gets it to Martinez. Martinez from about 17 is partially blocked, and it's going to be Kelly Walsh ball as they come away with the rebound off the block. They're feeding the post again. Number 1 for them, Alberts dribbles out. They get over the wing, swinging up top. Lady Trojans over to the left wing. 3-point shot is in and out, no good. Martinez had position on Clemens there for the board and is going to get the over-the-back call. So that is team foul number 5. So they're getting dangerously close to one-on-one situations. Going to be Riverton ball after the nice box out by Savannah Martinez.
Kelly Walsh coming out and has been in this 3-2 defense, almost daring the Lady Wolverines to shoot threes.
Martinez with the ball, going to drive down, and then turns it over. She got confused about where she wanted to go with the ball and then went. Baseball pass by the Lady Trojans. Take advantage of the Wolverines napping. That is up and good on an easy fast break, points by Chafee. That brings her total to 6 in this half. Fegler brings up, picks up a dribble, gets over to Jackson, who's checked in. Jackson drives, puts it up, and good. Her first 2 points of the day for Paisley Jackson. 40-24, Lady Trojans. Lady Trojans bring it up. They're going to take a 3. They're going to be off the iron, but they get their own rebound. Long rebound, and nobody, not a single one of the 5 Lady Wolverines put a body on body and boxed out there. They just all watched the 3-point shot go up, and then it went out of bounds off of the Wolverines.
2 Lady Trojans easily could have gotten that rebound. There was no one from the Lady Wolverines.
Trojans for 3 are up and good. That was number 21, I do believe. Yes. That was Emily Nichols, her first points of the game, and it's 43-24. Martinez with the ball down on the baseline. She kicks it out to Engstrom. Engstrom out to Fegler. Fegler over to Savannah Martinez. Martinez for 3. She's off the front iron and no good. And they have numbers, do the Lady Trojans. Going to go coast to coast with it, up and good for Elena Chafee. It's turning into her show here in the third quarter at 45-24. Lady Trojans with 2:17 to play in the quarter. Fegler brings up, gets it to Jackson. Jackson back to Fegler. Fegler down on the baseline, kicks it back out to Jackson. Jackson's going to drive, stop, and try and bank it in from 15. Not a bad idea, but just slightly hard and off. rebounded by Kelly Walsh, and here they come again trying to push action, but they see they don't have numbers and wisely pull it out. They've now got it at the top of the key. They are going to work it. No, they're going to keep it at the top of the key and just set up the play. And now they work over to that right wing they love so much. Let's see if they drive the paint. They do. Kick it out. Would have probably been a three-point shot, but not a great pass. They wind up getting one on the corner and up and good by number 1. Riley Alberts for the Lady Trojans is good from 3. We're out to 48-24. This game is slowly getting out of hand. Not slowly, quickly getting out of hand, Travis.
Absolutely. And I feel like you're starting to see, again, we talked about it earlier in the boys' game, the travel. It seems like the legs have started to give out later in this game. And now, as you see, as soon as I say that, they bring in fresh legs. Riverton does.
Yeah, there was a foul there on number 1 who had just scored it, her second. For Kelly Walsh. So inbounds by Riverton. They're going to bring it up and start to set up the offense, and in dire need of baskets here. So they do feed the post into Jordanelle Anderson, who's a little strong with her shot and is no good, and down comes Kelly Walsh.
Kelly Walsh is meeting Riverton almost at the half-court line before Riverton can even set up their offense.
Walsh drives lane, gets it to Clemens. Clemens going to try and lay it up. She is no good, but she is going to draw the foul. Now, in fairness, we keep saying Riverton because we did drive, but Kelly Walsh is in Casper. So they did have a bit of a drive, just not quite as much as we did. That foul is going to go against Ella Judd. That's her first, team's second of the half. Clemens misses that first shot, I do believe. Second one is up and no good, in and out. Rebound by Riverton. Riverton's going to get it to Sheets. Sheets brings it across and gets to Jackson on the right wing. Jackson tries to drive but gets it off to Ella Judd, who gets called for a travel turnover. Right now, double scored, 48-24. There's not a whole lot of ways to sugarcoat this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a team that just has a lot more depth, and is just working that press to did work that press to perfection. Although they do just turn over to Riverton. On the drive, Jackson, she had Jordanelle Anderson. She does convert the 2, so that is good. Worried there because Jordanelle Anderson was wide open on the break, and Jackson didn't see her, but did go in and took a contested 2 and got it to fall. So 48-26. We got 5 seconds left. Riverton with a steal. They're going to have to get a shot off quickly. They're not going to. They get a baseball shot off, but it's well after the horn sound. So it's 48-26. Lady Trojans all over your Lady Wolverines as we go to the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break and be right back for the final 8 minutes.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
All right, we're back here on KTAK with the fourth quarter. Inbounded by Riverton. Riverton feeds the post. They're going to have to kick it back out. Savannah Martinez is going to take a shot from 17, and she's off. She just has not been her normal scoring self today with only 2 points, and those were in the first quarter. Walsh on the break is going to feed the post. Nice interior passing. That was a walk or look to be, but they get it out and reset the offense. They feed the post again. A little maneuver and dipsy-do. That's good for 2. 50-26, Lady Trojans lead. That was number 5, Alvar, getting in on the action. The first points of the fourth quarter. Riverton going to swing it, and they're going to throw it away. And just not what you know that they're mentally, not real happy with themselves and not real happy with the score, but still need to play crisp because you still kind of want to stay crisp for leading into that second game, right, Travis?
Absolutely, and one of the big things is just shorten up the passes. Lady Wolverines doing a lot of long passes, and that's causing turnovers.
They feed the post again, and they kick it out for a 15-footer, and that is good by number 21 of the Lady Trojans. That was Emily Nichols. Riverton going to bring it up. Of course, the Lady Trojans are not pressing anymore. Fossey dribbles underneath the basket, passes out to Jackson, who misses from about 8. Rebound, though, by Fegler, who feeds it to Engstrom, and she is fouled. Where has Engstrom gone? Had 7 points in the second quarter and completely quiet in this second half.
She's definitely been somebody that in the first half was very important, played really well, I thought. Like you said, she hasn't really done much in the second half. First couple of points, possible points here at the free throw line. First one about to be up.
Well, Alvar she misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Alvar got called for that foul. That was their 4th. So a couple of people in foul trouble for the Lady Trojans. I don't think they actually mind it in this game. I don't think it's an overt concern unless it becomes a trend for them. They feed the post. Steal by the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Nice steal there. Kind of a collective effort as they all collapsed on the internal pass. They feed it. Riverton feeds Engstrom underneath. She misses from the low block, and it's taken away by Kelly Walsh.
And that's been there most of the game. The Lady Wolverines just haven't gone to it.
It's been there, or when they've been there outside of Engstrom, refuse to take the shot. Three-pointer by Kelly Walsh is missed. Rebound is going to be in Clemens' hands again. She's going to put up from 2 and miss. Jackson for the Lady Wolverines going to come away. Long pass to Savannah Martinez. Savannah Martinez going to drive, try and shoot. She's blocked, but they're going to say there was also contact on Riley Albert. So that's going to be her 3rd, and that's going to send Savannah to the line for 2. Be nice for her to get some fourth-quarter points here, even in a game that some may say is completely not in doubt.
Right.
To lead into that second game tonight. Her first one is up and good. So that's her first points since the first quarter.
And now Kelly Walsh is bringing in 3 new people that I see.
Just wholesale substitutions. Riverton, the Lady Wolverines go a little bit deeper than the boys do, without a doubt. Savannah hits that second one, but Kelly Walsh here is playing everybody at any given time. It's like they've got 12 that they could start. So Walsh brings it up, of course, in no real hurry, although you expect there's probably 1 or 2 people who don't play a whole lot in the game right now. Not Clemens, as she shoots and misses, and it's put back up and in by number 15, I do believe. 14? There is no 14 on our thing, so. Oh, yeah, there is. That's SQ. That's her first points of the second half. Riverton comes down, misses the shot very quickly, and it's back to Kelly Walsh's possession with 5:12 to play in the game. Clemens has it at the top of the key. She's going to drive, fakes a pass, and lays it up and in. A nice little fake pass there. Riverton gets it to Jackson. Jackson comes up, feeds it down to Jordanelle Anderson. If she could have jump stopped there, she'd had an easy layup, but her momentum meant she had to throw it up there, misses everything, and off comes Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans. They're going to shoot a 3, and they're going to hit a 3. So when it rains, it pours. That was good by Chafee. 59-28. Jackson brings it down. Jackson's going to drive into the paint. Nice little
Euro step there.
Yeah, nice little step, but again, unfortunately, with some of the layups tonight, like you were saying at halftime, not coming away with points. And she missed from close in after making a nice move, just couldn't finish it, and it goes out of bounds and over to the Lady Trojans, who are going to inbound the ball. We've got some substitutions happening for the Lady Wolverines as well. It looks like Ella Juddis came in and a couple others. Trojans work it, do the same thing, right wing to drive. They miss. Jackson having a nice little game on the board, brings it away. She comes down, she drives all the way, puts it up, and is a little bit too hard. Hits backboard off front iron, no good, but goes off of a Kelly Walsh player, out of bounds. So it will be Riverton Lady Wolverines basketball with 4:13 to play in the game.
This is important for the next 4 minutes for the Lady Wolverines going into tonight against South. They need to find some offense to get some confidence into that going into that game.
Inbounded by the Wolverines, put up and no good by Jordan Anderson. Nice rebound by Jackson, who puts it up and good. Nice offensive rebound, one of the few. And really, you break it down, we'll say the press was the difference in the game. It most definitely was. But offensive rebounds.
Absolutely.
I'd hate to see if we'd had one more like a spotter to keep track of that. It would be very lopsided. Walsh drives in the lane and misses, but it goes off of, I think Jordanelle Anderson last touched it, so it will be Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans basketball. 59-30, 29-point lead for the Lady Trojans from Casper. Actually, no, it was a foul, excuse me. That foul was against Paisley Jackson, her second, team third. Number 14 at the line, Cindy Askew. She hits the first of two. The second one is up, and it is good as well. So the lead is now doubled. It is now 60-30, Lady Trojans. Jackson's going to bring it up. She's going to go to her right, pick up a dribble, gets it out to Sheets. Sheets back over to Jackson. Jackson looking to feed the post, but drives the post, shoots from 15. No good. Rebound by Savannah Martinez. She was body checked, but they don't call it. Instead, they call it just off of her. That was a hip check a hockey fan would have been proud of. But she was last to touch it, so it's going to stay Lady. Well, it's going to go over Lady Trojans basketball at 61-30. Excuse me, they were late in adding a point up on the scoreboard. So we've got 3:37 to play. Just a reminder, you can catch the game, the rest of this game, or you can catch the games tonight at 6:30 and 8 o'clock on WyoToday's YouTube channel or WyoToday's Facebook page, channel on Facebook Live. All you got to do is type in WyoToday up in the search bar, and you can watch all this action as well. 3-point shot by Kelly Walsh is off, and down comes Riverton. Sheets has it. Sheets gets it over to, I think, Olheiser, who swung it down to Martinez, and it comes all the way back out to Sheets. Sheets looks and gets it up top to Olheiser. Olheiser over to Martinez. Martinez is going to drive. She's going to put it up. Should have used the backboard price. She misses it, and it's off to Kelly Walsh. They're a little bit onto the races. Are they really going to break now? No, they're not. They slow it up. They go to the right wing. Nice feed to the post, and that's up and good by number 3, Caruth.
The Lady Wolverines, the physicality has really started to pick up here later in the fourth quarter, and it's given the Lady Wolverines a hard time.
Sheets with the ball up top, over to Olheiser. Olheiser going to look to feed the post, and she does to Jordanelle Anderson, but Jordanelle almost loses it. Has to just save it from going out of bounds. Unfortunately, saves it right to a Lady Trojan, and off come the Trojans. They bring it up, they feed the post, then try and go outside. Mistime pass leads to a turnover on their part. So it'll be Riverton basketball with 2:25 to go in the game. Reminder that tonight we are at Cheyenne South on KTAK, as Cheyenne South will host the Riverton Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. Action starts at 6:30 on KTAK, on YouTube, and on our Facebook Live, so be sure to tune in.
I am looking forward to that game. It's going to be hype for sure.
A turnover on just a mistime bounce pass by Riverton leads to Trojans getting the basketball up by 33. Trojans in no hurry, I think, to set up. But at the same point in time, you do understand why they're running their offense. They've got some JV players who don't usually get to play varsity, and, you don't want to just tell them to just shut it down. Wolverines do come away with a nice defensive rebound off a nice defensive possession. They swing it up to Sheets up top. Sheets is going to hit Fegler down low. Fegler up to Olheiser on the wing. Olheiser over to Sheets up top. Sheets for 3, no good. Rebound by Kelly Walsh as we go under 2 minutes to play.
Little diamond defense there by
Walsh. Go ahead.
Little diamond defense there as Walsh ends up taking the shot and missing out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Wolverines basketball with a little under 2 minutes to go.
All right, Riverton brings it up. Sheets with the ball. She's going to survey the situation. Going to go to Fegler or Olheiser most likely on one of the two wings. Nope, she doesn't. She goes down low. I got to stop trying to predict these things. Fegler winds up with the ball and back out to Sheets. Sheets almost has it stolen by Miana Cordenas. I'm probably mispronouncing that. That's her first point time in this game for the Trojans. Inbounded, gets over to Sheets. Sheets feeds Judd. Judd misses from 6, and Kelly Walsh comes away with the ball as we go under a minute to play in the ball game. Walsh is very content to just hold it up top. We've got a timeout, it seems. Looks like we either got a bloody nose or a missing contact. I think a bloody nose.
Yes, down on Riverton, the swing looked like an elbow to the nose, and we're going to go get that cleaned up. So they had to call a timeout there.
Well, in the pros, we'd be reviewing it to see if it was flagrant 1 or 2.
Absolutely.
So inbounded by Kelly Walsh after we had somebody have to run to the locker room to get some medical attention. We hope she's okay. I didn't catch a number. But missed shot by Kelly Walsh, brought away by Haley Engstrom, and she dribbles it off her knee. It's just been that kind of second half, really. Made a nice little run to get it within striking distance, within doable, leading into half, and then in the second half, it's just kind of all falling apart.
Yeah, the Lady Wolverines try to do too much on offense, it seemed like, and that's when problems started to happen.
Stolen away by Engstrom, so she makes up for it. Gets over to Camden Sheets as we are now under 20 seconds to play in the game. Over to Fegler. Fegler goes underneath to Engstrom. Engstrom is rejected but gets her own rebound. Gets to Olheiser. Turnaround by Ella Judd is missed. Kelly Walsh comes away with it, and they are going to be content, most likely, I would guess, to dribble it out. Yes, they are, as we go to 3, 2, 1, and done. So your final score here is 63-30. All Kelly Walsh in the second half. And we will be right back with our Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're going to love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. Well, not the start we wanted to this invitational at all here at Taco John's Invitational in Cheyenne. Both the Lady Wolverines and the Wolverines going down in relatively big deficits. Neither game was overly close. The girls who just finished wrapping up losing 63-30. But we're going to go ahead and give you the home team sports a little bit shortened Click It or Ticket game this week. Click It or Ticket, not game, post game. Simply because we've got to go get something to eat. We've got to go move all of our radio equipment over to Cheyenne South for a game that starts in 2 hours and 59 minutes. 2 hours and 6:30, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 hours 59 minutes, so 3 hours and 29 minutes.
Kevin, if you start doing math, we're going to need to run.
Yeah, no kidding. Unfortunately, I'm not paid to do that. So, your scoring situation today, nobody in double digits for Riverton, but Paisley Jackson had 6 all in the second half. McKay Fegler had 8, 7 of those in the first half. Haley Engstrom had 7 all in the second quarter. Jordan L. Anderson with 3 all in the second quarter. Savannah Martinez 4, only 2 in each half, and that has got to change tonight. The whole situation has to change for tonight, but I don't see in a second game. Savannah's got to get hot. And that's not to put pressure on her. She's the shooter. McIntosh has talked to me about her being the shooter. She's got to get hot. And there's still a tall task playing a doubleheader. And literally, the boys get the best situation you could want in a doubleheader. They played first and they play last. The girls have got to play again in 3.5 hours.
Yes.
And that means they've got to quickly get some food, quickly get them hydrated up, quickly take care of any icing situation need for an injury, anything of that nature, and quickly get them fed. And at the same time, probably change uniforms,
right,
I would think, and get across town.
Right.
So, there's all of that. But Savannah had 4, and then Gracie Olheiser with 2. We're going to segue right in our Papa Murphy's player of the game. It's not our leading score, but it's our second leading score because of how meaningful those were as she was kind of single-handedly keeping them in the game. And our Papa Murphy's player of the game is going to go to Haley Engstrom.
Yeah, Kevin, Engstrom for sure. Those points in the second quarter were really what kept the Lady Wolverines in the game for that second quarter. And like you said, not the leading scorer, but those points really mattered when they happened. Also, her defense was at times really, really well done. And like you said, going into the South game, that's going to be something that needs to be expounded upon. Definitely the defensive pressure needs to get kicked up a notch. And the points, not just for Savannah Martinez, but all around, needs to go up. It needs to be something that is definitely talked about in the next 2.5 hours, it feels like. Going into this South game. I will say going into the South game for both the Wolverines and the Lady Wolverines, there's going to be a huge difference. And as someone who played high school sports back in the day, it's going to be a big difference in the crowd. When you have a full-on crowd, which we hope to have at South, it's going to be something that your adrenaline starts to pump, the tiredness starts to go away. We may see a different team going into the South game. It's going to be fun to watch going on into that second game.
And a reminder, we are assuming when we tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to see the girls at 6:30 and boys at 8. We were also told that we were going to see the girls at 12:30. And so this thing, because of the snowstorm that came through and delayed its start on Thursday, we have had about 17 different renditions of a schedule put out. And which one do you go with? And so just bear with us if we happen to get over there. Because in fairness, the boys should probably go first. Then again, we don't know what order Cheyenne South went in. All we do know is we're going to have 2 games starting at 6:30 here on KTAK at Cheyenne South against Riverton. We don't know what order they're going to go in. We have a theory, and we do expect it to be a hostile Friday night crowd, and really kind of the first true hostile crowd that Riverton has seen this season, potentially, or one of the first few. First tournament at home. This tournament today, we're playing at East, 2 teams that are not East,
right,
on their campus, middle of the day.
Absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to now kick it over to, hopefully Rusty's listening in and ready to take us off the air. And we're going to go off the air, and we're going to see you in about 3.5 hours on KTAK, WyoToday's YouTube, and WyoToday Facebook. Once again, you've been listening to Kevin Shields and Travis Gupton on KTAK. Thanks, and have a good afternoon.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degree.